Think about what he might have looked like, given how long ago it was and part of the world where he was from and the average height of men in those days. Probably Danny DeVito.
With a slightly dark
but with the longer hair.
I want my
but
Jesus.
He's not the Jesus you have in your mind.
A surfer
He's different.
Jesus.
He's about 6 foot.
Jesus.
He's like a BG Jesus.
Yeah.
Which is where the phrase "bejesus" came out of. There you go.
I had no idea. This is good to know.
I didn't know. So what did
bejesus.
You scared the bejesus out of someone?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. Did you ever take your pants off on stage, Greg?
No.
Good call.
I used to do that on, what's it called? Casual Friday when I had a job. And then they kicked me out. They let me keep my seat. My chair.
Don't you have people giving you tours of offices and things?
I never liked the tourist chick.
No.
You know that.
No, I know.
They walk around the office. They throw in the little small talk. Oh, this is Janice. She's hard to keep up with.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Vodka martinis, a tall whiskey sour. Switch to tequila when it's happy hour. Chugging the beers that the bartender brings. These are a few of my favorite things. Ice cubes clinking, I'm still drinking when I park my car. I hope it's a woman that I'm talking to, but I guess I won't leave the bar. Hey, bartender, how about a gin and tonic? Reefer and stinkweed and chronic for smoking. Bongs and big fatties, one-hitters for toking. Roach clips and tie stick and dubage that's green. These are a few of our favorite things. Got the munchies, Captain Crunch, please. I don't own a car. I think that's an alien that just ate my dog. Who's paranoid? We are. Hey, bartender, make this one a double. Scotch on the rocks and a bourbon and soda. Hacky sack Hendrix and movies with Yoda. Patchouli oil and incense that stinks. Two for the road of my favorite drinks. I have dreadlocks. Are those the cops? It's a DUI. He's headed for jail. Can you post my bail? Sorry, we're way too high.
Well, hello. This ain't happy hour. Would you like some toilet wine before we kiss?
What an individual to be late for work, right, Willie?
Oh, no Josh, huh?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Disrespect it takes.
That's the disrespect. Your coworkers?
I mean, we're all in here. We're prepared. I mean, think of yesterday. I was 45 minutes late, but I brought it.
That's right. As soon as you sat down, you brought it.
Oh, wait a minute. He's here. Are you okay?
Yes.
Did you have to park in the? Did you have to park in the B lot?
What are we supposed to do with nothing?
Oh, God damn.
Wow, that's a good start.
All right.
Got 2 words out of him.
It's the Bob and
More
Tom
than most
Show.
times in the first break.
These are awful.
You won a fist fight.
I'll be back.
Didn't get the morning constitutional in, huh? We got the Sunday Times in there if you need some reading material.
We're running out of people on that side of the room. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, Ace. Willie.
Hey, Chick.
There's Tom. You know, this is not a surprise. People come and go on the show. We just...
Oh, look who's here.
You hate your center.
All
Yeah.
right.
Look at this episode.
Yeah. Good to see you, Josh.
Godwin's out again?
Yeah, apparently his son is ill, so Patty G's being a dad, taking care of him this morning.
He doesn't have the vid, does he?
The vid?
Jimmy?
Let's make it as cute sounding as possible.
I don't know.
I thought it was the Rona. Aren't we calling it the Rona?
Oh, are we?
No. Anyone who calls it that, I hope they die from it. No, it's not.
No, don't
the
say
Rona.
that.
I just said it. I'm tired of it.
Gotta relax with these.
Oh.
Anyone who says this
Not
has to.
cute.
Yeah, but you can't put that kind of mojo out in the universe.
No, I just did.
We got to stay positive. I feel like a hippie yoga mom. Let's just all stay positive today.
Yes, let's do.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do. Okay.
Yes, be
let
positive.
Let us not, shall we?
You don't want to be positive today.
Not particularly, no.
All right.
First
Shut
of all,
up. I don't want to talk to
You
you.
know something?
You already pissed off me, Josh, and Chris.
Wait a second. I'm just going
What?
over my notes here. Oh, wait a second. Here's
What?
some notes I took yesterday morning.
Yeah?
In the shoe-in of the week, there was a special bonus pick. Oh, there's a ×2 there. Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't need the 7 points because the Washington Football Club...
That's right. It was only a matter of time. I told you. He shot the world.
I would never have taken that bet. Chick McGee, you're a genius.
Thank you. Nice fade, Ace.
Didn't you also take Buffalo?
I did take Buffalo, so I was 3-0 last night, baby. That leads the shoe-in of the week at this point of the season to a stratospheric 35 and 29 on the season. A robust 6 games above 5.
And for those new to the show,
unheard of.
The favorite football. Again, stellar fade.
Yeah, that's what we get what we pay for.
That was not me.
Right, it never is. Once again, Ace's book, Unreasonable Confidence and False Claims.
False claims.
6th week on the New York Times bestseller.
Hey, listen, we live in a culture where facts are no longer important.
That's exactly right.
Let's see, what was I saying? Chick McGee, let's see, check. Oh, for those new to the show, the Washington Football Organization, that is part of the NFL, is Chick McGee's favorite football team.
Yes, he's wearing a very nice sweatshirt today.
Since I was, 10 years old.
And an odd way to choose. You chose the team because you loved Vince Lombardi, who was traditionally associated with the Packers.
And I liked the Packers when I was a kid, and Horning and Taylor and John Henry Jordan and Ringo and Jerry Kramer and Bart Starr and Boyd Dowler and Carroll Dale, and then
we don't need the entire roster.
We don't. And then he went to coach the Redskins the last year of his life, and I followed him right to Washington.
Okay.
And Washington, lo and behold, had a chubby little quarterback, so I was in heaven.
Who was the chubby little quarterback?
Sonny Jurgensen. He had a little belly.
Did he really?
Sure did.
Huh.
Know that.
He could throw the ball like a rifle.
Okay. Well, anyway, so congratulations. I'm glad you're feeling good.
Yes.
Yesterday we
had an incredible run. Remember yesterday I was in a great mood. Today I'm in a great mood.
Well, that's it for 20.
Well, minus some people.
We got both of them in.
That's not very nice.
Some people slowly trying to erode away at my good mood, but I'm not going to let them. I'm not hearing them.
You're in more control of it than you realize.
Shut up, Josh. I'm just marching forward. Marching forward on to Nirvana or wherever.
Control your dreams.
All right.
Nothing I can do over here that would break that mood.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. There's nothing.
I don't know why you would even try.
There's nothing I could find in the roster of.
Got a feeling that you might be trying. I don't know
things
why.
that
Of
we
course
have.
he is.
Right, here's a short song from Haywood Banks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the holiday season's on its way, and the carolers sing a chord. But chicky, icky, 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 ick will spend Christmas at Betty Ford.
Oh, yeah, let it play. Great.
All around the Christmas tree, they'll be singing our Christmas wishes, but he'll be making bunks with famous drunks while the crackheads do the dishes. Oh. Yes, the holiday season's on its way, and the carolers sing a chord. But chicky, icky, 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 ick will spend Christmas at Betty Ford.
Everybody.
Now,
no longer possible, but congratulations.
An interesting side. Now, we told some wonderful behind-the-scenes stories on the Bits and Pieces podcast with your host, Willie Griswold.
So fun.
And the Jess sisters.
And
Can we call them that? The Jessicas? The Jessica twins?
You can call them whatever you want, I guess.
Okay.
You called me. You said my name wasn't Chick when I got here, but it was.
Okay.
Anyway.
We got your Alsman and your hooker.
When I left.
That's her name, by the way.
When I left to do mornings in San Diego, somehow people got the idea that I actually did go to Betty Ford.
Oh, really?
And then Haywood wrote this song. And funny about people, the more you deny something, the more they believe it.
It's like Christy denying the fact that she's the mother of Donnie Baker's son.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
And every time you go on vacation, we say that you've gone off to have another child.
I don't know how many kids she's got.
or to get married. Every time.
Yeah.
All right, Christy's sick for one day. Well, you know she's getting married.
What are you? Are you on the EXFA by now?
Yeah, no joke.
So anyway,
your Washington Redskins won. I did not watch the game.
Football team, baby.
Oh, sorry.
We're past apologizing for slipping, but we're not saying
Oh, come on.
the R word.
You know, they've been saying that forever.
It's HTTWFT.
What does that mean?
Hail to the Washington football team. It used to be hail to the R word.
Have they actually changed the song?
No.
I don't.
Washington football team.
I don't know what they're going to change it to, but they're going to keep the tune, I'm sure, when the band comes back.
Hail to the... Well, it's going to be
Although, I don't know if the band will come back because they were dressed like Native Americans, or what we think Native Americans dressed like.
They can change their costumes and do something more appropriate.
Technically, words like to and the should not be part of an acronym, but we'll let it slide these days.
It depends. It depends what's convenient. There are no rules about acronyms there, Chauncey.
No, there sure are.
Tom, we just got him back.
Okay. All right. Well, he's already...
And you wouldn't capitalize, because you wouldn't capitalize those words were you to write them out.
That's not how acronyms work.
No, it kind of is.
Well, no, it kind of isn't.
Are we gonna have grammar fights
There
now?
are many that...
I can't believe you two are fighting.
Yeah.
What happened to
I'll tell you
Paradise?
So the World Health Organization, you wouldn't say THWO, you wouldn't say TH or TWHO.
You just
Why
say,
not?
You just say World Health Organization because you don't.
That way you don't confuse it
include
with,
the the.
That way you don't confuse it with Pete Townsend, Roger Daltrey, and the greatest band ever, The Who.
Oh, you know what? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Yeah, they don't have it for the, so I think you're right.
Exactly.
Just
Thank you very much.
TMNT.
Yeah.
There too. I love the ones the acronyms that are really crammed in, that they really stretch to get it to be cool and sound like something. Twat
what?
the Trans World.
Yeah.
Trans World Airlines.
Boy, I saw
Terminal.
We'll see you at the twilight.
See, they don't have T.
Okay.
It's not TTWAT.
Yes.
Right. You're right. I stand corrected. Let's see. We have got a lot to get to today. I'll tell you what. We're very excited about today's show. By the way, we have samurai swords in the news.
Samurai swords.
Yeah. Being in use, by the way. Very sharp ones, as a matter of fact.
Oh well, why have it? Do you know what's the most worthless? An unloaded gun and a dull sword. Okay, come on.
True.
Right?
Raise a good point. Yeah. Let's see. Also, we have kangaroo attack in the news with a very weird twist.
There was no macropicide, was there?
That's a nice word.
Yeah.
Now, kangaroos instinctively punch, right? I mean, they take a boxer's stance when
And
they're
they
attacked.
also
Use their
apparently
feet.
have extremely dangerous feet claws. That's
The first thing they
feet
do.
claws, of course, is the word I was going to say.
I understand the first thing they do is kick a hole in their prey's belly.
Oof.
Yeah, they're nasty.
They're nasty. Yeah.
Yesterday I learned a new
Rabbits
word.
are the same.
What
way.
was that?
Wallaroo,
Wallaroo, correct.
which is like halfway between
A wallaby.
a wallaby and a kangaroo. But it's a real
Correct.
thing. It's
It is.
It exists in nature. It's
Not a
one of those-
freak of God.
It's not like a
No, an
donkey
affront to
mule.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, like a
I
platypus.
thought you said a freak of God.
Just like
No,
a
I mean,
platypus.
when I first heard, I thought, is this one of those things where they took a wallaby and a kangaroo, mixed them together, and got one of these? No.
No.
And the reason it was in the news yesterday, there was one on the loose in Illinois,
Yeah.
and it's a pretty funny picture of all these cops trying to surround this animal.
It's God's mistake, like the Irish. Yeah.
You can't do Irish jokes when Godwin's not here.
Sure I can. I'll do him when he's here. I don't give a damn.
No, it's much funnier when he's here.
I'm like a quarter Irish, so go for it, pal.
Oh,
Lay
yeah,
it on
there
me.
you go, yeah.
Get me.
How about you, Arnold? You seem like a German to me. Are you Germanish? What are you? Do we know? What are you?
I got some Irish in me.
I'm very, very English.
Oh,
Wait a second.
Oh, very, very
You
English.
missed what Christy just said. What'd you say?
I have some Irish in me.
Well, if Pat were here, he'd go, do you want some more?
And I would say no, thank
and
you.
you know why?
No, thank you.
Because he's so horny.
That's right.
He's
That's
the
right.
horniest, yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now, we have many of these things coming. Starting off, some really sad news.
Yes,
It just
incredibly.
keeps coming, doesn't
Incredibly.
The great Chuck Yeager.
it? Gosh.
Put the
has
Spurs to her, Chuck.
Chuck,
Loved him.
I guess at this point, was he General Yeager?
He was a brigadier general, 97.
Yeah, he was on our
real
show.
old.
He was on.
Yeah, he was on our show. He was incredible.
All right. How dare you? Talk about an American hero.
I would never suggest he wasn't.
I don't know if you know this story, Josh. Chuck Yeager was on our show. At the time,
I don't.
He had been driving the pace car at the Indianapolis 500.
Yep.
And they gave him a Corvette. And a couple years later, he was back on the show, and I asked him about the Corvette. And I can't imitate his voice, but he's very, very modest. And I said, well, I don't know if Chevrolet's real happy, but I traded the Corvette and got myself 2 pickup trucks that I needed on my farm.
Oh, I love that. Love it.
Of course. What a cool guy.
He was very
he didn't
cool.
need a Corvette to be cool.
Nope.
No.
Of course, he's portrayed in the movie The Right Stuff.
He probably said something folksy like, I need a new Corvette like a horse needs a remote control. right. I don't need that.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, right.
I love that
wait a
guy.
minute. If the horse has a TV, he needs a remote control. What are you talking about, Chuck?
He famously was the first pilot to break the sound barrier, and that story is told in the movie The Right Stuff.
666 miles per hour or something.
And by gosh, if you haven't seen The Right Stuff, that is a great movie. I don't know why that movie wasn't more popular when it came out. I mean, it's 8 hours long or whatever the hell that is, but I mean, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It really is.
A couple bad mistakes. The 2 guys as the reporters are portrayed to be complete douchebags. I mean, give them a little.
Who said, Yeager really doesn't meet the profile? Better than Harry Shearer? Nobody. Nobody.
I would disagree with that, but it's a great movie, certainly.
Man, he's an amazing guy.
Yes.
Jeez.
But real old. I mean,
Yes.
This was to be expected.
Well,
He broke the sound barrier again at the age of 89, riding in an F-15.
Suppose you wanted to get in a supersonic hearse. Would that make you happy, Josh?
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Breaks the sound barrier in his casket. Would that make you feel better?
Think they'll shoot his ashes into space?
I don't think
Did he want that,
He
or?
was not real big on
Space travel?
on weird, fancy.
Oh.
Didn't he admit that he really did want to be an astronaut, but he didn't have the college for... They didn't think that he really didn't fit the profile.
I really don't remember, but anyway.
Ain't no college to sit in a tin can.
Oh, God.
Now, in a can.
Let's see. So coming up today, speaking of flight, we have flying reptiles and a weird story about erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, if you guys weren't wearing masks before.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Maybe one of the unfortunate side effects of the coronavirus. We'll find out about all these things coming up. Also, we have actual NASA news about a mystery object in space. NASA's pinned it down. We'll tell you what I'm talking about. Right now, speaking of erectile dysfunction, talking about it isn't easy. You don't want to go to your family doctor and go, look, doc, the mojo's not working. If you're tired of dealing with it that way, how about this way? There's an outfit called Roman, R-O-M-A-N, pharmaceutical distributor. And they'll hook you up online with a healthcare professional that has the ability to prescribe the real meds, the stuff you've been seeing advertised on TV starting many years ago. With Roman, you can get in on this. If you are indeed a candidate, you'll find out through the online evaluation with a healthcare professional by going to getroman.com/wood. That's a free online visit. And speaking of free, they're famous for their free 2-day shipping, which costs how much, Josh?
That's free.
Thank you very much. ED, tough to tackle, not anymore. It's getroman.com. Visit today, by the way. They've got a special offer. You get an additional $15 off your first order of ED treatment. See if you're a candidate. Talk to a medical professional. Get this done. Getroman.com/wood for $15 off. There's a little present you might get somebody for... what's that under the tree? Oh, dear.
Oh, my.
Well. GetRoman.com/wood. Is that a fur? F-I-R.
Douglas, yeah.
Clarify. Yes. The hardness thereof.
Not F-U-R.
Poor use of an analogy. Thank you. That's my specialty. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
Hey, Mark Allison with you on a Tuesday. It's December 8th, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us. On the way, comedian Kostaki Economopoulos. He'll be zooming his way in. You can catch up with Kostaki at All Pro Lines, where pro football and pro comedians collide. And, of course, tonight on Facebook Live at 9 p.m. Eastern, it's Kostaki and 50 Toasts. Just search Kostaki at patreon.com/. .com to join the community. And also on the way, on a Tuesday, comedian Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy, that's right. FluffyGuy.com for more. He'll be zooming his way in to talk about his new sitcom, Mr. Iglesias, on Netflix. All on the way on a Tuesday, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Bob Dylan's deal with Universal Music worth a hefty $300 million. Universal Music has acquired all the songs Dylan has written over the past 60 years. However, the sale does not include the rights to Dylan's recordings. Selling song catalogs is quite the thing these days. Stevie Nicks recently sold 80% of her music for a reported $100 million. David Crosby tweets he's trying to sell his music because he can't work and streaming is stealing his income. Yoko Ono remembers the release of the song Happy Christmas, War is Over because the single bombed. According to John Lennon's website, Ono said the song came out too late to promote it for the holidays in 1971. She said it only took off after Lennon died. Today marks the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death, and Ono is urging fans to go to the website, warisover.com, and print a copy of War is Over, if you want it, poster in any of nearly 100 languages. And the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom blasted a David Bowie coin into space this week. It launched a new Bowie commemorative coin 22 miles up and had it orbit the Earth for 45 minutes before returning. The coin shows Bowie in profile with a lightning bolt behind him. The Mint is selling copies of the coin now. It'll be the third in its music series after Queen and Elton John. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, hello, part-time.
Hi.
Hey, Will.
Now, let me ask you something. Being the son of Tom, and
Sure,
you're late like this, 45 minutes late.
Sure.
What sort of penalty do you incur?
Well, actually, this is my new thing. It's called Late Mondays. And
Okay, all
I just
right.
figure on Mondays, I just come in whenever I want.
Okay.
And that can be sort of like a fun little segment.
Win the Willie Show.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year was 1926. All-star fullback Ernie Nevers of Stanford. Nevers played in all but 29 minutes of the games. 3 years later, in 1929, Nevers scored all of the points for his team. This single game 40 points scored by a single player is still a record that stands today as the NFL's oldest. Nevers also holds a few lesser-known and unofficial records.
Oh, really?
Such as highest number of STDs treated in a single season.
Treated.
And the longest winning streak with road horse.
This has been great moments in NFL history.
Wow.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
622 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Josh, you might want to sit down. You're about to be proven wrong. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, Christy Lee has the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Cloudy today with a high of 40. Cloudy tonight down to 30. Partly cloudy, high of 50 tomorrow. You can tell that I like round numbers. Currently 33.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy Lee. I'll remind you to watch the TV show. It's called Bob and Tom Tonight, 11:30 tonight. And I'll give you some details. Let's see what's going on here. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's do a little checklist here. There's Ace Cosby, our engineer. Ace is also the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Mr. Chick McGee is celebrating the victory of his favorite football team in the NFL, the Washington Football Club, if you will. Josh is back. He just got here. He is
not true.
Once again sitting
here before Willie. I was
sitting at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk and chair.
He tells the story of wrestling with the water cooler jug, I guess.
Oh, did you change the water?
The last 40 times I've done it.
Thank you, Josh.
I never drink
lift
water
it.
because it's bad for you. And I'm sitting in there, and Christy comes in and gets water, and she goes, it's kind of empty, and walks away. And I thought, well, this has a recipe for disaster. And sure enough, here he comes.
I can't lift those things.
No, you don't need to be doing that. I got it.
Well, it is. It does take a certain skill, so thank you, Josh.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
I feel like
Josh.
Donkey Kong when I lift up that big barrel.
If I did that, this whole office would be ruined.
Spilling water everywhere. Daddy, boom, splash.
Did you ever make the mistake of taking one of those giant water cooler bottles home and using it as your change jar?
Sure did.
I never did, but only because my parents did.
Yeah. And first of all, it takes 10 years to fill it up.
Right.
And it is filled with $1 million in coins.
Yes, but
can't
you
be
have to
moved.
lift it.
You need to hire 2 men in a truck.
Yes.
So where was it? I was introducing everybody. Christy Lee is back over there. She's got her own room now.
I love it.
Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom starring Christy Lee. This is Tom speaking. That's Willie G over there. Josh, we got into a small argument about acronyms.
Yes.
And do you remember how it started?
Yeah, I don't think words like to or the should be part of acronyms.
For example, in the acronym WTF.
Right. It should that should technically should not be the case.
Okay, so
it should be WF.
Right.
But it isn't.
That's because we've bastardized the whole system.
There's a system?
What?
Yes. There were rules for these things.
No.
No, you notice how I think there's a rule for capitalizing on the title of a book, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
there's
And
definitely rules.
WTF isn't an organization. It's just an online thing.
Yeah.
Right, that's just text speak.
Exactly.
Right.
So that wouldn't follow the system.
Well,
whereas
that's how
an organization would.
HTTR, hail to the name we can't mention, for the Washington Football Club started. It was just online, #HTTR.
Exactly. So then that's not even, accurate.
So that's kind of a that's a bastardization.
I think acronyms they're kind of flexible. I think we can go.
Oh, sure. Language itself is flexible. Yeah. Well, you and I could do a 4-hour podcast.
I know that every time someone uses the word impact when they mean effect, it drives you nuts.
It does.
And
God,
that is
I'm bored.
Pretty much every sentence when you watch any Washington show on Sunday morning.
I know.
What is the impact of the impact? Well, it impacted the impact. That's every time I hear that, I think of Josh.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't stand it.
If I hear normalcy, whoever's talking is an idiot. In terms of the words normality.
I don't think I've ever heard normality in any sort of news show.
Every now and again, I hear
because you're reading the wrong thing.
No, I hear normalcy constantly. Everybody says normalcy.
It's now considered correct, and it shouldn't be. It's willful ignorance, is what it is.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Willful ignorance.
That's right.
So they know, but they refuse to use normality.
That's right.
Okay.
They're lazy. Now let's find what else is going on. We have.
We got let's get to birthdays first here today.
What about your Washington Football Club beating these? If you haven't even mentioned the huge celebration that the Miami Dolphins are having. This is one of your go-to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I received many nice tweets last night. Congratulations, as if I had something to do with it, which I really appreciate. Thank you, people. Mm-hmm. But yeah, some lady said, my husband's a big Dolphins fan, and he appreciates you knocking off the undefeated Steelers.
That's nice. What a nice sentiment. Take the time to write you a nice letter.
So they can exhume the body of Don Shula and have a bottle of champagne with him.
And a steak in his honor.
They need to bring Mr. Shula into this.
Shula. You once called me a pathetic old man.
Wrong movie. Okay.
Today in, we'll get back to the football. Today in sports birthdays, it's Phillip Rivers' birthday today.
Phillip Rivers.
That's right, the quarterback of the Indianapolis football Colts.
How old is he?
I can't find it right.
He's old enough.
81. He was born in 81. So what, 39? How much is that? Is that right?
That is correct.
There you go. How much is that?
How many is this?
Does he have 9 kids? What is it?
Yes.
Okay.
He does.
Okay. Go, Phil.
That's why he talks like this, man. Because he can't hear him at home and he just gets used to it. Damn kids.
You go, Phillip
Put
Rivers.
that down.
He's kind of just like this wholesome dude. I love him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so too. I agree with you.
It really does seem to be.
He's infuriatingly positive.
Yeah, in the after game videos,
some would say wonderfully.
That
we
is
come together. It was
some would say that.
Win.
Yes,
I mean, he wasn't so
wonderful
positive
trait.
at a recent game when. What do you mean we're not going to take the field goal? You mean we're going to run
Go
it up the
for it?
middle? That Rocky Squirrel goes. That trick never works.
You always do this. You watch 2 minutes of one football game every season, and then you get so critical about what happened in that. But you didn't.
I think you'd open up the internet. There were fat white guys everywhere screaming, "What the hell are you doing?"
You have one fat white guy right here.
You can get a field goal. You're right there. Sorry.
And by the way, the Pittsburgh Steelers bid for a perfect season over after they blow a 14-0 lead at home. I think they'd only done that once at home. 23-17 loss to Washington last night on Tuesday night, Sunday afternoon. You know what I'm trying to say. Football game, and boy, I've seen some mouthy teams in my day. I've witnessed the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Oh, sure.
Cowboys in Dallas. But boy, those Steelers in Pittsburgh, they like to run their traps when they tackle you early in the game and they're up 14-0. Boy,
There's something about Pennsylvania sports team. I think the fans are contagious to the players.
Oh, they crow about it, boy, and then they get real.
And they ate crow.
Real quiet.
Yeah, they sure did.
Alex Smith, whose leg got gouged, not the bad leg, but a new leg cut broke out, bled through a sock last night, but he game-tying touchdown pass to Logan Thomas in the fourth quarter.
Logan.
Before Dustin Hopkins. Logan, will you carry me? I've made a boom-boom.
Ah, geez, Professor, yes. I'll take care of you.
See, Professor Xavier can't walk,
Yes.
so Logan has to carry him everywhere.
Logan's awesome. Taking.
Dustin Hopkins.
He'll park in a regular space, unlike Chick McGee.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Chick's got the flasher system.
Yeah, flasher
Chick, you want to explain your parking system?
Flasher parking. I don't know why no one's on this. I can't be the only genius.
I got a letter right here.
I can't be the only genius.
If I go to the grocery today and there are 6 people flasher parking in front
Flasher
of me.
parking!
No.
Let's see. Cameron writes, when I was in college, my friend decided instead of paying $150 for the annual college parking pass, he would flasher park.
Yes.
Nice.
He'd pull up to any given building when a class was on, turn on the flashers, stroll right into class. This went on for 3 semesters until the night he came out of class and his car was gone. It had been towed. Thank you. Cameron, we appreciate it.
Well, yes,
if only.
But think of the months, possibly years, you've gotten away with flasher parking. It's worth a tow job every now and then.
Oh, yeah, 3 semesters. That's a year and a half of thrill.
This is like the guy we had the news story last week about the guy in Ontario. Remember this thing? They pulled a car over, and the guy had not had a new plate. The plate on the car was 30 years old.
Oh, I thought you meant the guy with the folding chair in his car. I get confused anymore with.
Yeah, and there was a guy that painted his
here's
own
the
license
story.
plate.
The guys, the Canadian Traffic Service pulled the guy over. They calculated the driver will face a fine of $110.
Wow, Steve.
Saving $3,600 in plate renewal fees. Oh, those are cheap plates. $120 a year in Canada.
How much?
$120 a year.
Oh.
Yeah, but in American money, that's like $400.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're in some states the plates are rather pricey. I don't know if you've.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't know, Josh, because you have that antique car. They don't charge for plates. It's not another.
It's all about the tax system. Some they tax fuel.
You know, you
others
can get an antique plate for that.
Personal property tax.
It's not 25 years old. Be nice to him. My goodness, you guys are just.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe another couple years.
First I want to get a new horn. I'm tired of that hoo-woo guy.
I think it's cool. Cranking, when you have to get up there and crank in the front, that just brings back fond memories of watching Buster Keaton movies.
What do the Duke boys have? Get what the Duke boys had. That'd be good
there
for
you go. Yeah.
Should I get what the Duke boys had?
You'll need some paint.
Man, oh man.
Local radio star.
Yeah, Willie's gonna be
I want to do an audio teaser, and this is really obscure. Only Christy maybe will figure this out.
Aren't we in the middle of the sportscast?
I know,
We're
but
doing a teaser?
Well, because the sports has gotten boring. Your team won. Okay, so what? I don't need to hear about every play.
There was another game last night that I also got right.
And we're going to get to that.
Okay.
Buffalo won. Okay, here's the thing. This is a hint, a teaser for a Christie story. This is going to be very tough for you to figure out. Joshy?
Sex in the City.
Right.
I watched every episode and saw both movies in the theaters.
Really?
That's right.
Wow.
I'm a woman and I didn't see all of it. I never watched a minute of that.
Are you a, what is it, Cassandra? What are you? What do they say?
You know what the thing is? I don't care for any of them. But yet I watched all of it.
You like Big then, probably, right?
I really liked Big, and I thought Carrie overreacted when he had second thought. Anyway.
Wait a minute.
I saw the movie.
I stopped sports for this?
Your idea, clown.
The first time I ever watched that, I just looked up and said, well, this was obviously written by a gay man. And it was.
Well,
it wasn't obvious to you?
I mean,
I don't think.
What made it obvious? I don't understand.
I don't know. I watched it for 2 minutes and
make
went.
that generalization.
Well, I did, and I was right. So there. In any event, coming up, we have Sex in the City kind of in the news. You know what I'm talking about, Christy?
Now it's kind of in the news.
Do you know what story I'm talking about?
No.
It's a really unlikely connection.
Is it the erectile dysfunction story?
No, that'd be great, but no. Sorry. Okay, back to the Buffalo Bills winning last evening.
Josh Allen, I think Berger was a good match.
Josh Allen, sharp in the Bills, 34-24 win over the Niners at their San Francisco's new home, Glendale, Arizona. 32 of 40, 375, 4 touchdowns. Cole Beasley, who stopped at halftime to get fresh horses, caught 9 passes for 130 yards and a touchdown to help the 9-3 Bills stay a game ahead of Miami.
Is he on your fantasy team, Willie?
Yeah, it's another guy I let go of. I hate fantasy football. This is so dumb. I hate this.
I know what story you're talking about
what
now,
a stupid thing for people to do.
You got rid of Logan Thomas before the game last night. And
I just didn't play Logan Thomas. He went off, didn't play Jonathan Taylor. He went off. Fantasy football's dumb. All my friends are idiots. I hate this.
Logan, me make boom.
Logan, I need to ride in the back, please.
All right, Professor, I know.
Josh, I told you about the time I was at a comedy club and some guy had to release, apparently.
Oh, God.
He crapped himself?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Tom.
Wait a minute. Was he in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Oh,
Poor guy.
So he filled up his device.
Apparently, yeah. And actually, now that I think about it, with the comedian that was on stage, it was kind of appropriate. I felt like doing the same thing.
Yeah, you're speaking for all of us, pal.
Headliner in my hand. I'm sorry, is that sports?
No.
No, it's not.
Well,
That's sports.
I want to remind you that a little time spent on the computer, you can get some great shopping done, especially
You really can.
if you go grab some Omaha steaks. This is such a great gift. Think about if someone said, well, what'd you get for Christmas from your brother last year? And you go, I don't know. That if you said, well, he sent me a case of steaks from Omaha Steaks. Cha-ching. That's a great gift. And Omaha Steaks is put together. Well, if you go to their website, they've got a whole bunch of different assortments, but the Grillers Deluxe is a very special one. And if you tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you, you're going to get an even better price. And how do you do that? Well, right when you get in the page, right there on the front page, right on top, just type in BTS like Bob Tom Show. It's that easy. What are we talking about with the Grillers Deluxe? Well, why don't you tell them, Josh? I know you're a big fan.
Oh, my gosh. It's got a vast variety of entrees, sides, desserts, including those Omaha Steaks Butcher's Cut Filet Mignons. Oh, they're beautiful, perfectly aged, hand-carved, and famously fork tender. Right now, as Tom was saying, get the Deluxe Grillers assortment, and you'll get 4 free burgers and a free digital meat thermometer at an exclusive price available only to you, the Bob and Tom listener. That's a discount of over 50%, Chickie. Just go to omahasteaks.com, enter the code BTS into the search bar.
This really is the perfect gift. Or you can send your brother a tie.
Yeah, he'd appreciate the steak, that's for sure.
He will not like you anymore. Don't forget, when you order the Deluxe Grillers assortment, you also get 4 free Omaha Steak steak burgers. They're delicious. The free digital meat thermometer. Oh, and a whole bunch of stuff. Get all the details by checking it out. OmahaSteaks.com. BTS in the search bar right there on the front page. OmahaSteaks.com. Once again, BTS in the search bar. You're going to love it. They're very tasty and delicious. Now, when we come back, Chick McGee, what's happening? We got
Olympic news. World records just in time for the holidays.
And a holiday song.
And chickens.
Coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Rolling through a Tuesday morning. I'm Mark Allison. It is December 8th, 2020. Hope you're having a great morning. So far, so good, right? Hey, don't forget, like Santa, this comes but once a year. Bob and Tom's Christmas Comedy Cuts. Played all season long until Christmas night. We'll be laughing all the way. It's a wonderful laugh all this holiday season on Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks so much for joining us on a Tuesday, December 8th. More of the Bob and Tom Show with Kostaki Economopoulos coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The Pittsburgh Steelers bid for a perfect season over. They blow a 14-0 lead at home, a 23-17 loss to the Washington football team. Alex Smith threw a game-tying touchdown pass to Logan Thomas in the fourth quarter before Dustin Hopkins hit a pair of field goals in the final 2 minutes and 4 seconds. John Bostic intercepted Ben Roethlisberger's tipped pass from Montez Sweat moments after Hopkins drilled the tie-breaking 45-yard field goal. Josh Allen sharpened the Bills' 34-24 win over the 49ers, completing 32 of 40 passes for 375 yards and 4 touchdowns. Cole Beasley caught 9 passes for 130 yards and a touchdown to help the Bills at 9-3 stay a game ahead of Miami and 3 in front of the Patriots atop the AFC East. And outgoing President Donald Trump is scheduled to attend Saturday's Army-Navy game at West Point. That's according to Navy Athletic Director Chet Gladchuk. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
She danced over to me. Her butt started to twerk, which made her pasties fell off. So I went to work. I said, I'm Santa. Come sit here on my knee. I got presents for you. Have you something for me? She said, you're too skinny to be Santa Claus, honey, but I'll play along. You have any money? We were off to the back room in a flash. I whipped out my wallet and showered her with cash. Take my 10s, my 20s, whatever the price. And last Christmas Eve, well, Santa came twice.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. You think that you're a cut-up. We wish that you would shut up, because you're not helping the show. You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. Your moment of enjoyment will lead to unemployment, because you're not helping the show. Don't you see, Chick McGee? Your career needs a plan B. You're not helping the show. Where you're going, we don't want to go. Bob and Tom are seething. It's time that you are leaving, because you're not helping the show.
Bring it home.
No, you're not helping the show.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
Hey, 644 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Let's ask the best-looking one about the weather.
Okay.
Well, it's about 40 later today.
Christy, I was talking to you.
34
Oh, well, thank you, Tom. We're going to have cloudy skies today and a high of 40 right now, 33 degrees.
Unclouded now.
I sad to report the great Donald Davidson is going to retire from the Speedway.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Big news
Besides
yesterday.
knowing everything there is to know, he's a great broadcaster and such a nice guy. So good luck to him in the future. What's that sound? Welcome back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Josh,
Angels.
take over.
Hey, we're all here. Look at us, all in our places with bright,
pathetic,
shiny faces. What, hey, you're going to give me a shot or not?
Who we?
Go ahead. I'm dying over here.
How about you?
Choke.
Are you finally being choked by our many listeners?
What are you seeing? Are you seeing blackness?
You got a light? You got a light in the tunnel? What do you got?
Oh, boy.
Is that what you meant? Do you guys know is this an active bird's nest story?
No.
Okay, I'm choking on my food in 7th grade. We're at a family dinner at my mom's house. I'm choking. No one believes me. Everyone thinks I'm doing a fun little bit. I give myself the Heimlich on my chair. My dad stands up and goes, "Oh my gosh. Is that an active bird's nest?" And just couldn't have cared. Nothing happened to him. He was just curious about a bird's nest in a tree.
Well,
maybe that's not. Maybe that's an actual memory that you have.
No, it's real.
It's real.
That is a real memory.
Here's the thing, and this is something
that
I have
really happened.
Let me explain.
Everybody.
Let me explain.
There's no way of explaining.
No,
this.
there is, and this is very common. When people are choking, the people around them think that they're kidding, and Willie. Obviously, always the jokester. We thought he was clowning around.
Such a goof I am.
Mm-hmm.
This is serious. I mean, this is a big deal.
Thank God you knew how to do the Heimlich on a chair.
I was at a restaurant and a guy had to Heimlich a guy, and I'll tell you what, I don't know the physics of it, but whatever was stuck in there shot across the room. It doesn't just emerge from your mouth like vomit. It was.
Don't you see Tom calling the server over and go, "Can we get them to quiet down?"
Would you mind, can we get another table, maybe a little farther away from the noisy hoi polloi?
What's going on?
Could I get this hockey
never-
puck of steak that flew out of his gullet off of my table?
They've never been out before?
Learn to chew, Tarkus.
Also, if this music's playing here, then what's playing in hell?
That's
Change the station.
Thank you very exactly right.
That's a Chick McGee line.
And this broccoli cheddar soup is abysmal.
No, I was just drinking some coffee and I went down the wrong pipe. So, Josh, nice job in the intros.
Well, I tried, but you interrupted your own death to tell me I wasn't doing it right.
Okay.
That's just like
Let's
you
try it
raise up during the funeral and go, "You're not doing it right. Let me step in."
Okay, once again, pretend I'm joking.
Okay. Well, I often do.
Adds a certain component of glee. And now do the intro.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here we are, all of us. My gosh, Ace Cosby there at the engineer's booth. Willie Griswold at his spot.
Rock and roll.
There's Chick McGee.
Howdy.
Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Hi, Josh.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com news sidekick desk. And I said news on accident, but sidekick desk.
You also forgot Aces at the
Omaha Steaks Joke of the Day desk.
Thank you very much.
I don't know why we'd want to
Tom
forget
Griswold,
the joke of the day.
Tom Griswold is over there embarrassingly unsponsored.
Oh, I had a submission for
Naked
you,
as a
Ace.
jaybird, if you will.
I think Christy has a joke of the day.
No, I don't. I had somebody send me one I was going to send to Ace.
Do you have it right there?
Well, cut out the middleman and you can step
No,
up.
I don't want to do this one.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Without further ado.
I can't believe it.
I don't tell
It's
jokes.
the Navy Federal Credit Union
Here it is.
joke of the day with Christy Lee.
Christy tells joke show dies. Okay. I want to see. I can't even do it.
You're already doing better
Okay,
than
let's
Chick.
get some momentum. Let me give you some momentum.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we pause from the Chick McGee Sports broadcast
Ask everybody how they're doing before you
for the
start.
Christy Lee joke of the day.
So I went to a beekeeper to get to.
You went to a beekeeper?
You're already killing, Christy.
She went to a beekeeper. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to a beekeeper to get 12 bees. I don't know if you guys are knowing that, but I'm really into bees now. And he counted, and he had given me 13. And I said, "Sir, you gave me an extra." And he goes, "That's a freebie."
Yeah! You
Ladies
nailed
and
it.
gentlemen.
Nailed it.
I did that a few months ago.
No, you didn't.
Don't ruin
I
it.
remember every Ace joke of the day.
If you did it, I'm sorry, but our friend Mark sent it to me, and I thought I had to do it. But
It's an excellent joke.
thank you.
I thought it was going to be
Is this Mark the Mark that I know?
Yes, the one that trains my dogs.
Yes. Did he hear Chick yesterday about parking?
I don't know if he did or not.
We have a hack for flasher parking.
I don't think Mark would be happy about that.
Dear Chick, flasher parking is awesome. We all know it.
Now, once again, describe your technique of flasher parking.
Well, you've heard of handicap parking.
Sure.
I bypass that. I just pull up to wherever I'm going in and hit the flashers, pop out, go about my day, come back, kick the flashers off, and speed away. It's the greatest space ever, right there on the curb.
And
Where
you
it
don't even
says,
put like a sign up, a fake sign
No.
saying Reverend on duty
where
or
it
something.
says no parking, that means I'm parking.
Wouldn't it be great to follow him around with a tow truck and not tell him and just wait till he runs inside?
Dear Chick, flasher parking is awesome, but if you open your hood just a little,
Yeah.
they rarely, if ever, bother you. It works all the time. Your friend, Woody.
All right.
It's Woody, who, by the way, Woody has a little business in slightly used batteries. Oh, you want a brand new diehard? Look what I got.
If your car can't hold a flasher for a couple hours, maybe you should upgrade.
No, he's telling people to keep their hoods up a little bit so that he can go in and
so
rob
you
them.
can
Steal his battery.
Steal the battery.
Yeah.
Well, that's just mean. You're the kind of guy who
Well,
would think of
criminals
that.
aren't often kind.
Flash parking
Robin
is mean.
Hood? No, it's not. It's taking advantage of what's available.
Remember the great story we had?
Resourceful.
We had a great story earlier this year about a guy who parked in front of a fire hydrant, and there was a fire, and the fire guy comes up and just bashes in two of his windows.
Love
it. They take the hose right through the car.
Yep.
What happens? They do that in backdraft. That's how it goes.
Fireman's a menace.
There are rules for a reason, Chick.
Okay.
We should follow
Yes.
them.
You're an agent of chaos.
Yes.
Does anyone else hear noises?
Okay. Now, Ace, do you want to try to top that? Because I have a special treat for the joke of the day.
Oh, my.
Do you want to try it?
Right.
Sure.
Okay. Now, this, if you were listening yesterday at this time, you'll understand what's happening here. This is, I think we've got this right here.
And if you don't listen every day.
Hey, Jerry. Yeah. Have you been out to Operaland yet?
Yeah, and you wouldn't believe the crowd. I said to this one woman, have you ever seen such confusion? And she said, well, mister, you ought to know you're in the ladies' room.
Love it.
That was the hee-haw.
Well, that's not the cornfield. The cornfield's the big jokes, man.
Oh, they are? I never saw the show. I really couldn't.
Oh, yeah, they pop up out of the corn.
We
and
should
go
have
back
a
down.
hee-haw day where we go to somebody's house and we just watch episodes of hee-haw.
Is that possible? Is there a, do they have their own channel?
Everything but
I'll find out what channel.
What if that became a super spreader? Well, we had Hee-Haw Day.
Yeah, of course, Hee-Haw Day.
200 deaths.
In December.
Traced
Of
back
course,
to
I meant
local.
when we have a vaccine and stuff. And we can get
Dr.
out there
Fauci
again.
blames Buck Owens. The great Buck Owens, singer-songwriter. And okay. Well, I'm sorry. We got away from sports, mercifully.
Right back at it. That's right.
David Rush.
Let's take a look at. This is actually an Olympic story.
Oh, good.
I thought the music kind of tipped us off.
Well, someone was running their trap. Breakdancing has been added to the 2024 Olympic Games.
Just
Timely.
Just in time to relive the early 80s.
Yeah.
It'll become the first dance sport event to appear at an Olympics.
Why?
This is ridiculous.
Is this real?
16-year-old boys, 16-year-old girls.
Do they have to bring their own cardboard?
No, they're referred to as there are 16 participants, men and women, but for some reason
B-boys and
B-boys
B-girls?
and B-girls.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to get
must be a breakdancing term once again from the early 80s.
They will compete in one-on-one battles for the Paris 2024 Games. Is this an exhibition sport, or is it actually going to? Are they going to medal in these? In addition to breaking, the International Olympic Committee, the IOC Executive Board, also announced that skateboarding, sport climbing, and surfing will be featured at the Paris Games as well.
Oh, Paris, known for surfing.
Yeah, where the hell are they going to do that?
The question is
on the Seine.
The Seine, yeah. Those three events were set to debut at Tokyo, but the event was postponed due to the pandemic.
I mean, what's next? Jazzercise?
No, don't get. This is going to be cool. Breakdancing in the Olympics. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to get a tracksuit and I'm going to wear it.
Well, why isn't ballroom dancing in the Olympics?
Because
then?
ballroom dancing isn't cool, Christy. This
Yeah,
is
it
awesome.
is. Oh, it's awesome.
They're diluting the game. Didn't they get rid of wrestling? Like a real sport?
That makes sense, though, because that was one of the original Olympic sports.
Well,
so
it was tired.
why not go ahead and nix that?
It was just tired.
They got rid of wrestling?
Yes.
They have, what do they have, jacks?
They got rid of wrestling, but they kept rhythmic gymnastics.
Now, wait a minute.
With the ball and the rhythm.
Didn't they get rid of rhythmic gymnastics?
I don't think so. I just saw the World Championships the other.
No, but I mean,
just watched the European.
Not everything has to be
rhythmic.
in the Olympics. I'm not saying breakdancing is easy,
right?
But it's not a sport.
It doesn't need to be in the Olympics.
Why not have singing in the Olympics? It's ridiculous, and because it's hard enough to watch anyway because they've got so much going on. Why add?
Well, I was watching the Olympics too, Electric Boogaloo, and I think it is a sport that, boy, no one laughs at all. I mean, I know it was a weird reference.
Really, like we were almost participating in a round table.
Now we have a sport that not, of only one country and two boroughs participate in. There we go. It's a little bit of Herbie Hancock.
This song holds up, I swear to God.
Oh, it's great.
I love it.
It's also funny to me that Herbie Hancock, who is a genius keyboard player, gets famous for playing something he could probably play with his toe blindfolded.
Hey,
2 notes.
I think he
third,
went. Hey, why is
maybe
Faltmeyer getting all the money?
Oh,
I'm just going to do what he does.
Somebody owes Herbie a thank you note.
Rhythmic gymnastics is still an Olympic sport.
Why?
It wasn't even added until 1984.
Sorry, I thought that it became the butt of so many jokes.
No, it's a beautiful thing.
Is it true they're only going to broadcast the Olympics on TikTok now? Is that,
Oh, really? In just short 30-second bits? That'd be great.
They can be hip.
I knew a girl that did it. She said she was practicing the rhythmic method, and boy, again, a vacuum.
Once again, we'll be back.
Am I selling these too well?
We'll be back. We'll be back with more of Josh's roundtable in just a moment.
We'll give Josh an opportunity to make a joke about breakdancing the. Oh, there's the dog.
This reminds me.
That's the best part. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
You can find us on Twitter at Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
His name, Gabriel Iglesias, also known as Fluffy. That's right, on the way. FluffyGuy.com for more. Starring in the hit sitcom Mr. Iglesias on Netflix. Season 1 and Part 2 currently streaming on the platform. Part 3 will be releasing later today. So Gabriel Iglesias joining us via Zoom later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. World War II flying ace Chuck Yeager, the first pilot to break the sound barrier, has died at the age of 97. Yeager died Monday. NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine called the death a tremendous loss to our nation. The retired Air Force Brigadier General became the fastest human in 1947 when he piloted the experimental X-1 rocket plane past 660 miles per hour. It was the first time anyone had flown faster than the speed of sound. British health authorities have rolled out the first doses of a widely tested and independently reviewed COVID-19 vaccine, starting a global immunization program that is expected to gain momentum as more serums win approval. The first shot was given Tuesday to Margaret Keenan, who turns 91 next week, at one of several hospitals around the country that are handling the initial phase of the program on what has been dubbed V-Day. And a northern Indiana man whose cash-filled wallet was accidentally thrown away got it back last week after a crew waded through tons of trash and found it near the bottom. Logansport resident Robert Nolte's wallet ended up in the trash after he asked a friend to throw out a pair of pants that were covered in paint. Nolte later discovered his wallet was missing, realized it was in the garbage. City code enforcement officers worked with a crew from Trash Hauler Republic Services to find the pants and the wallet after digging through 9 tons of garbage. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Speaking of Kennedy.
That's a good shout-out. That is a good shout-out, yes, thank you.
John Kennedy Jr.
Why do you think they call a skimpy little suit of Teddy anyway? Thank you. You want to go watch the films of Bobby's funeral at my place? Well, what do you know? It's 4 a.m. and we're drunk. Well, let's make whoopee. Wear my Oxford cloth.
I was on a plane with one of the Kennedys one time.
Really?
Well, I'm lucky to be. Yeah, it was Ted Kennedy. He was on the plane. And he was in first class. I was in the back,
sure.
with the degenerates. But what a great name to be born. Kennedy or Rockefeller or something like that. My luck if I was born in money, my last name would be Massengale. My dad, the big douche baron.
The douche baron. Everywhere you go, you got waiters making fun. You want oil and vinegar?
Shut up and bring it. My dad, the big douche baron.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
I just went on a date with one girl, and she was wearing a skirt and a pair of jeans under the skirt. Like she was trying to say, hey, Matt, here's
Some people who I'm married to will agree with this. I've never been colder than I am right now.
Okay.
That's real good.
Interesting to no one. Christy has a quick
7:03.
forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by CarX. Cloudy today with a high of 40. Cloudy tonight down to 30. We'll see some sunshine tomorrow. High up to 50 degrees, 33 now.
And Josh will see it better than everybody because Josh is looking through his brand new windows from Window Nation with their holiday extravaganzas going on right now. Josh, tell me more.
That's right. Not to brag, but I have new windows. And you can get them too. In fact, get a house full of windows and save thousands with Window Nation's offer.
Get a house.
0% financing for 60 months on all style windows. Plus, get 2 free windows with every 2 you buy. No limit. Get started today. Visit windownation.com. You're going to love them.
Take care of yourself, your family. You know what I'm talking about. Windows. You need some new ones. 0% financing for 60 months on all style windows. 2 free windows with every 2 you buy. So, Josh, you needed 10, so you purchased
5.
Correct. It's that simple. And there's no limit. Tell them that Tom and Josh from the Bob and Tom sent you to windownation.com. All right. We're back in the track right now, feeling good.
More on Flasher Parking coming up.
This is Tom. That's Chick. There's Ace. There's Josh. Willie G's right next to me. Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, there she is. I see Christy on the big screen putting something on her face.
I was just putting chapstick on.
Oh, a little bit of chapstick.
Aquifer. I'm very brand loyal.
Oh, no, it's not the Aquifer newsroom now, is it?
All my money's at Navy Federal Credit Union, but it doesn't keep my lips moist,
Yeah,
okay?
that's how she has money to buy Aquifer.
That's their new slogan. Navy Federal Credit Union. We're great with money, not with lip moisture.
You know what?
I'll call their rep today.
You know what Aquifer is? About $1.89.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Is Josh writing for you right now?
I did slip that to him, and I apologize, Chick. I thought your delivery would have been.
Josh, we were talking about this unlikely event, the I can't say sport, breakdancing, which I know is very difficult.
Oh, yes.
But that doesn't make it a sport.
That's right.
Breakdancing.
Building a wall is difficult.
I mean, doing the Sunday New York Times crossword puzzle stuff, but it's not in the Olympics. Breakdancing will be in the Olympics in the Paris Games in the summer of 2024. Seems a little bit ridiculous. They should make one of those, what was that movie called? Cool Runnings?
Yeah.
Remember that one? Except this time Norway's trying to field a team in breakdancing. Sven.
Sven, hit a groove.
You should get
a groove, Sven.
They should get John Candy to be.
Get some cardboard, Sven.
You should train him.
Oh, God.
I don't hear much
ridiculous.
from him.
All right, Chick. John Candy is
okay. In any event.
John Candy's dead.
When did that happen?
What?
So you can watch people spin on their heads. I know it's tough. It just seems it shouldn't be an Olympic event. Your thoughts, Josh?
It is weird, and it's not that if they're trying to go, hey, you know what, we want to hit a younger demographic. What, in 83? Why breakdancing?
I think this speaks to what the Olympic Committee they think this is cutting edge, probably. I think that's right.
I'm going to make a prediction.
What's
okay.
that?
40 years from now, gaming will be in the Olympics.
Oh, absolutely.
I guarantee that.
Yes.
Buddy, maybe 4 years from now at this point.
They have their own Olympics, don't they?
2028, Plinko is in the Olympics.
I swear I would watch it. I love Plinko.
How dare you? Are you besmirching Plinko?
Can we all, whenever we get back to normalcy, can...
Normality, you subliterate moron.
Go on.
Can we all go try to get on the Prices Right?
Sure.
Oh, can we do Family Feud too?
Oh,
what if we just stop this show and just start doing various shows on different board games? I'm sorry, different game shows.
We'd be great at Family Feud. Price is Right, I'd be the worst contestant in history.
Oh, yeah, you would.
You know who'd be great?
It would be amazing.
Ace would be great.
Ace would be good.
Well,
I don't know the price of anything. I've just never paid attention.
What's a gallon of milk right now, Ace? What do you think?
in Burbank.
Yeah, that's the point. That's true, yeah.
California pricing is different.
You can't do that. You can't.
Well, I think that's what they go on.
Yeah, local manufacturers suggested retail price.
Okay. Do you know the price of gas right now, Ace?
I paid $2.03 to be honest.
I do. Yeah, I watched that like a hawk.
I've seen it like under $2. A bunch
Sure.
of
It was a couple weeks ago.
I got $1.98 last night.
Yeah, if you buy regular.
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I'm kind of with you. I normally don't look because you got to get it anyway.
There's nothing I can do about it.
I sit in my car, much like flasher parking. I have...
yes.
I take advantage of, people run in while they're pumping their gas to pick up a snack at the convenience store. I whip the nozzle out of their car, stick it in mine real fast.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That is legal.
And I speed away and I hear a guy going, $104? I've got a Hyundai. Oh, yeah.
The gas is still being paid for. That's completely legal.
That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
I'm not stealing it.
Most of the pumps only go up to 80, though.
I'm taking the advantage of my
Wait a
fellow
minute.
man.
Yeah, a lot of them will shut down.
That's
and then
right.
you
Are
have
you
to
serious?
Yeah, when gas was real high in the Suburban, the Suburban has I don't know how many gallons it takes. I think it's 25. But it would shut off at $80.
Wow.
So there you go. But yeah, I never know that.
Oh, I watch gas prices like a hawk.
Really?
Yeah, because my stepdad was real into that. He would
Cheap?
drive
What
all
is
the
he,
way
cheap?
across
He
town.
Oh, see, that's the thing.
get-
My buddy Mark only gets gas at Costco.
Yeah, I do
So
too.
he'll be 30 miles from Costco. I'm going to save 20 cents. Really, it's going to cost you $6 to drive there.
I'm kind of with Mark. I always get my gas there too.
Same here, but it's also 2 minutes from my house.
Right.
That's why you moved there. Let's face it. Josh famously, I remember he walked in that one morning and said, "Do you realize there's a pizza place and a deli and a Costco
That's right.
within 1 minute of my home?"
I believe your exact words were, "Did you triangulate your?"
Wow.
Well, before we get back to sports,
We actually have pizza in the news.
we do. That's.
Do we have pizza in the studio?
No, we don't. We had McDonald's.
Oh, can we have pizza day?
Not today.
We have
Pizza day.
We've talked
I
about
think
this.
they're up for it, Tom.
There should be a place that has pizza 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
It's called New York City.
Well, we're not in New York City, Josh.
That city never sleeps, baby.
Overrated.
called New York City,
the
baby.
pizza by the slice.
You don't like that?
It's not that good. Sorry.
And by the way, 80% of our listeners think we're in New York City.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They think we're big
Forgot.
shots.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, now we were talking about chicks and his parking.
Flasher parking.
Parking, and then we were
Catch the
advised
wave.
the chick should put the flashers on and then open up the hood just a little bit.
Genius.
And I suggested that's going to be great when someone steals your battery, and then not only do the flashers go off, you're
Well, but I had someone else recommend. Jared said, "Hey, get a work van."
Yeah,
and drive around in flasher parking.
You know what else you can do?
And half up on curb and half not on curb, and they think you're just making a delivery. But getting a work van to drive around in that's a bit.
Yeah, we're not robbing a casino. We're just trying to park easy.
We're just trying to make parking easier.
Most places have really adequate parking, I have found. But I mentioned someone's going to steal your Die Hard, and then I've got this request, of course, for the famous Die Hard Christmas song. It's a short one from Bob, but it's a great one.
It's a Nakatomi Christmas. John McClane is in the air. Wife Holly Gennaro knows that John will soon be there. All hell breaks loose, but our hero doesn't lose his head. To me, it isn't Christmas until these words are said. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Come out to the coast. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. The LAPD's toast. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Hans Gruber doesn't know. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Have machine gun, ho, ho, ho. John McClane is barefoot. The bad guys shoot the glass. Our boy Roy gets pissed and kicks Edgar Winter's ass. They find the detonators. Explosions everywhere. Nakatomi Plaza, gonna need a few repairs. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. John needs a big promotion. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Hans Gruber dies in very slow motion.
Spoiler alert.
What a great song. If you haven't seen the movie Die Hard, that doesn't make much sense.
Right. Most people have seen Die Hard.
And of course. And it is there's the great debate whether or not it's a Christmas movie. And if you hear someone talking about that, leave, because it's going to be a very dull conversation. Thank you.
Leave immediately.
Yeah, now coming up in sports, we have what?
Chickens and world records.
Okay. Also coming up, Donnie Baker.
Yeah.
And Dick Hitzwater.
Oh, what a day.
We got
wow.
And some more, what's the word I'm looking for? A holiday thing. Speaking thereof.
Holiday treats?
Yeah, speaking there. How about, you're thinking, well, what am I going to get her? I don't know what to do. How about a pajamagram? Pajamagram, what am I talking about? Well, they've got their very special naturally nude pajamas. This is a good one. You're giving her the best thing. It's the best thing next to wearing nothing at all. And there's a bonus there for you, fellas. If you know what I'm talking about. Sensuous and smooth. They're described as feels just like her own bare skin. She'll love... I need some romantic music. She'll love slipping into the... Josh, can you scat me something romantic? She'll love slip... Is that zippity doodah?
It started to slip into that, yes.
That's not really very romantic.
Zippity doodah, I'm getting late.
Yeah. No, I forget I said anything. Pajamagram. She'll love the feeling of wearing next to nothing at all, and you'll love the way they look, etc. Pajamagram.com. And by the way, order today. Free gift packaging, so you don't have to wrap it. Beat the holiday rush. I would do this today. because if you've been watching the news, you know that a lot of stuff, like 300 million extra packages this year, due to certain circumstances. So pajamagram.com, the naturally nude pajamas. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Free gift packaging today. Do it before this deal disappears. Fast and easy delivery by Christmas, guaranteed if you act today. Pajamagram.com. It's that simple. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you to pajamagram.com. Also, for the family, a couple years ago, I did the thing where I got them all these Santa Claus pajamas. Hilarious. They've got a bunch of really cool PJs. Check it out. You'll have some fun and get some of your Christmas shopping out of the way. Coming back, a little bit of Dick Hitswater, a little bit of Chick McGee. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Oh, happiness abounds at the sports desk this morning as Chick McGee is glorious in his Washington football team's victory, knocking off the Pittsburgh Steelers undefeated going into last night's game. Not so fast. The Washington football team with the victory, and the Buffalo Bills win in the late game over San Francisco, that game taking place in Arizona. It's all right there on the internet, or you can catch up with Chicks McGee's sports updates, which will be on the way shortly, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Bob Dylan's deal with Universal Music worth a hefty $300 million. Universal Music has acquired all the songs Dylan has written over the past 60 years. However, the sale does not include the rights to Dylan's recordings. Selling song catalogs is quite the thing these days. Stevie Nicks recently sold 80% of her music for a reported $100 million. David Crosby tweets he's trying to sell his music because he can't work and streaming is stealing his income. Yoko Ono remembers the release of the song Happy Christmas, War is Over because the single bombed. According to John Lennon's website, Ono said the song came out too late to promote it for the holidays in 1971. She said it only took off after Lennon died. Today marks the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death, and Ono is urging fans to go to the website, warisover.com, and print a copy of War is Over, if you want it, poster in any of nearly 100 languages. And the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom blasted a David Bowie coin into space this week. It launched a new Bowie commemorative coin 22 miles up and had it orbit the Earth for 45 minutes before returning. The coin shows Bowie in profile with a lightning bolt behind him. The Mint is selling copies of the coin now. It'll be the third in its music series after Queen and Elton John. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I left work early, drove right home. Didn't know you'd be here. Well, now that you are, there's only one thing I'd like you to do, my dear. Honey, pull up my skirt, undo my blouse, peel off my pantyhose. Baby, take off my bra and my spiked heels. Honey, take off all of my clothes. Take them all off, baby. Honey, pull down the shades, turn down the lights, lock up all of the doors. If I catch you wearing my clothes for divorce. Bob, that skirt doesn't even go with that blouse. Now put on this apron and go do the dishes.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
But I prefer mobile food myself. I mean, I prefer a food that's had to make it in the world just like I have. I mean, if I'm going to eat food, I prefer food that doesn't come from the ground. You know, because vegetables, you know, they suck the nutrients from the mud. Mm-hmm. Would you eat mud? No. Then why eat the middleman? You know, God made animals slow enough to catch. He obviously intended for us to eat them. Besides that, what's the fun in hunting a vegetable? Anymore, I can sneak up on a carrot. Some of that stuff's not even food. Celery, that's not food. That's like dental floss trapped inside of carbohydrates. I was reading about celery. You know, there's 4 calories in a stick of celery. 4. Takes your body 6 calories to process. Mm-hmm. A stuck of celery. You could kill yourself eating celery. That's not food. That's slow suicide.
7:19 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee once again has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the Car X-Men. Cloudy today, look for a high of 40. We'll have cloudy skies tonight down to 30 and then warmer tomorrow with some sunshine and a high of 50.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Tonight, 11:30, it's a show we call Bob and Tom Tonight on My Indie TV 23.
My Indie.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. It's not called Your Indie.
No, it's mine.
No, you tell people, mine. My
Indie TV 23. I like the name. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Everyone seems to be in a contrary mood today.
No, I'm not.
Okay, we'll find out. Oh, that's Josh over there at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk and chair.
Are you in a vacuum today? It seems like...
No, it's just the content that I'm putting out there.
Referencing the vacuum of laughter. It's sucked out of the... Let's see, there's Ace Cosby over there. I can see. Ace, of course, is... you can't miss him because you look over there, you see the OmahaSteaks.com Ace Cosby joke of the day. Getting some Omaha Steaks love letters, by the way. Got one right there. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I got a
Willie
new
G is there.
I got a new... Yeah, I know.
I have to put my shawl
Christy Lee
on.
just put a giant blanket on over
because I'm freezing.
It's cold in here, man.
Very cold. Navy Federal Credit Union
Nice
newsroom.
buffalo check. I think it
This
looks
is Tom speaking. Did I miss anybody? Chick, Willie, Josh. Okay, we're all here. Mr. Godwin is not here today. He's taking care of his son, Jimmy. And
so he claims.
I got a new British show for you. It's called The Repair Shop.
Oh. Is this now, is this real?
Now, yes. Oh, yes.
Right.
Now, guess what they do on The Repair Shop?
What do they repair?
Hoovers? They repair things.
Like what?
Whatever the customer brings in. They repaired, yesterday they repaired a cane with a monkey head on it. And it had a little button in the back, and the monkey mouth would open and his ears would flap.
So is this a reality show?
Yes.
Oh, my.
And it's just exquisite. It's just the best.
I don't know. I
can't.
I could mock this, but
and they repaired
in my top 10 movie scenes of all time is the scene in Toy Story 2 where they fix Woody's arm.
Yeah.
Oh, the old man is sewing him up and painting.
That's kind of what this is.
One of the
detailing
greatest.
Woody.
That's whoever wrote that scene. It's brilliant.
That is lovely.
They have a leather expert and a wood expert and a painting
so it's like
expert.
Pawn Shop where the guy's got friends that know everything?
Yes, but everybody's right there. Unlike Pawn Shop,
wow.
where you have to make a phone call. Everybody's right there in the thatched roof barn.
So the Leatherman has his all...
Yes, they repaired an original Louis Vuitton travel crate, a giant box this guy found, made by Louis
himself.
Vuitton.
Nice.
How about that?
And she,
and you watched this whole show.
Oh, I
What that set them back? Do they tell you the price on that?
They don't get into anything so basic, Christy.
Well, I think Christy raises a good question. You watch some of those car shows.
Yeah.
And they'll go, I know, we bought this car for this much, and then here's how much the parts were. You go, wow, we made $1,000. They don't tell you about the 3,000 hours of labor.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way those TV home shows
the same
are,
thing
too.
with the TV shows. Yeah.
They'll go, oh, we redid this kitchen for $10,000. No, you didn't.
Oh, it's just slave labor? How did you pay for the...
There's no way.
Okay. And at the end of every show, they go, join us again next time when we'll repair a such and such on the repair
It sounds
shop.
crazy relaxing.
It's wonderful.
British accents flying around.
Oh, man, it's wonderful.
Do you have to put the subtitles on to be able to understand them?
Yes, but that's not important.
Does this take place in London, or is this in some
It's
small?
somewhere in the suburbs. I think it's near Snatcher's Cleft. Sounds fun.
Chick, buddy, I would pay to watch you watch that show.
Oh, man, it's the best.
Can you answer?
Where is it located?
Netflix has one season.
Gotcha.
I'm looking for the rest of the season. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Sandy Claus. And this is some other news.
Sandy Claus.
Okay, man.
Bob Dylan has sold his entire catalog of songs in a landmark agreement with Universal Music Publishing Group. The deal is worth an estimated $300 million. When asked for a comment, Dylan muttered something unintelligible and then walked away while getting a standing ovation.
Yeah, that's about right.
About right, yes. The principal of a New Jersey elementary school shared security camera video of a deer trying to headbutt its way through a school window. The video, taken at C.B. Lamb Elementary School in Wrightstown, shows the deer repeatedly charging headfirst into a large glass window in the early morning hours. Apparently, children aren't the only ones tired of being homeschooled. A new study out has ruled that people find the British accent to be the sexiest of all accents. Now, I'm assuming God gave them such great accents so you wouldn't notice their teeth. The British have to be happiest of all with the mask mandate. It helps hide all that dental chaos they've got going on in there.
That's a good term.
Members of the Philadelphia Mafia, such as Joey Meatballs and Tony Electric, were taken into custody the other day on racketeering and multiple other charges. Well, the state has a very strong case, according to lead prosecutors George Guilty as Charged Adams and Ed Electric Chair Masterson. Looks like the lead prosecutors will be changing their names to Joey Commissary and Tony Disconnected Notice Salvino. George Clooney recently announced that he cut his own hair using a Flowbee, and now the suction-powered haircut tool of yesteryear has sold out. Well, this reporter would make a joke about the Flowbee, but Flowbee jokes usually get the vacuum. Much like this one. Chick-fil-A and Target are accusing meat prosecutors of fixing prices for the chicken they buy. The two chains filed separate lawsuits in court on Friday. Each suit names over a dozen chicken sellers. So it looks as though Target and Chick-fil-A are both tired of getting plucked over. And finally, it may be hard to believe, but some companies are still planning office Christmas parties. Now, a better idea might be to have a virtual Christmas party. And if that happens, some people will probably get drunk, just like they do at an in-person party. If you have had a little too much to drink during your virtual office party, here are some things you should never do or say.
Okay.
Don't ask the woman who works in the cubicle next to you, hey, can you zoom a shot of your bazooms? Don't announce to the group, my Wi-Fi is down, but my pants... All right, let's try that again. Hey, this is what you don't do. You don't announce to the group, my Wi-Fi is not down, but my pants are.
Okay, yeah. Down.
There you go.
The pants are down, you see.
And most importantly, don't say out loud, I was going to send a dick pic, but I don't have a picture of the boss.
Oh, yeah.
That old... this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Sandy Claus, and this has been Some Other News.
Thank you, Dick.
Where is it?
Perfect.
Sandy Claus.
Are we still doing sports?
Yes, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, a Houston Astros fan has built the actual Astrodome, he says, a replica for his chickens.
What?
Darren Johnson built the replica as a greenhouse while his chickens lived in Cluckingham Palace. Love it. When the flock began to grow, the hens flew the coop from Cluckingham Palace and took up residence at the Astrodome.
Ooh.
The new hen house is an exact replica of the Astrodome, just 1/55th scale.
It's amazing. I'm looking at a picture of this thing. It
is amazing.
Went to a lot of trouble. It's got a beautiful see-through roof.
Nice.
For all of the chickens.
At one time, it was the 8th wonder of the world. Remember the Astrodome?
Sure.
Yeah. How do chickens know where they live? They never leave. I have I have a neighbor down the street who has chickens, and I walk the dog, and they're always in the yard, but they never run out. It's amazing. I know they don't have little invisible collars.
Oh, that's funny. Maybe they
They stay where the food is? Is that?
Yeah, I think they're too dumb to wander off, maybe.
Isn't it true that if you take a fence and put it in front of a chicken and put their food on the other side, they'll try to peck through the fence and won't walk around?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think they're idiots.
Are they?
Yeah, won't they just crap themselves and
they're delicious?
These people have ducks and they have chickens, and they just stay in the yard. I don't understand it.
Well, chickens are a very smart animal. They give us chicken wings, and that's probably the most smart thing anyone's ever done. So they have to be geniuses.
Do they all have the wings, or have they all been
They all have their wings.
sheared off? For the, some delicious buffalo wings.
They can't
Where do
fly.
they get those little wings, Willie? You ever think about that?
Chickens can't fly very far anyway, right? There was always the chicken flying contest down in Rio Grande, Ohio, at the Bob Evans headquarters. What they do is they have this mailbox like 20 feet off the ground. I'm not kidding. The old time mailbox. They put a chicken in one end and a plumber's helper behind the chicken and shove it out. And as far as the chicken flies, that's the new record for that year.
Wow.
That's exactly the process.
And that's not an Olympic event, but breakdancing is going to be one. Okay.
That's exactly right. But this is a world record.
All right.
A Canadian strongman has set the Guinness World Record, for pulling the heaviest sleigh. Where's our jingle bells? Do we have our jingle bells?
Yeah, they're out of reach.
Never mind. Kevin Fast dressed up as Santa Claus to pull the tractor trailer holding over 3,600 pounds of sleigh, reindeer, and presents.
Wow.
Across the finish line.
What, to prove that Santa can't do it?
Santa.
This guy's trying to show up Santa Claus.
Beating his own record. The successful attempt earned the full-time Lutheran minister in Coburg, Ontario, his 32nd Guinness World Records title. After breaking the record, Fast's wife, who was dressed up as Mrs. Claus,
naturally
gave him a big sloppy top.
Ooh. Yeah, that's nice.
Little neck for Santa.
That's cool.
Little neck.
Go, Mrs. Claus.
Little face. Come here, Mrs. Claus.
That's going to be a lot of lighter presidents this year, kids. Santa, hernia.
Yeah.
He's pulling a gigantic truck.
Have you ever had a hernia?
No.
Pretty painful, right?
I would imagine.
Isn't the muscle coming through the stomach wall?
Get a doctor on the phone.
Remember the Weird Al song "Living with a Hernia"?
No, I've never heard that.
James Brown's "Living in America."
Living with a hernia.
Yeah.
Right.
An early.
The elevator pitch on that would be a quick no.
A rare misstep
by Mr. Yankovic.
Stinko.
And finally, of course, what would world records be without David Rush?
Oh, another
Come
one.
on.
He brought out the samurai sword once again to break another world record. Rush said the first time he'd broken the Guinness World Record for most grapes sliced on a balance board with the samurai sword. The number to beat was 18. But this time he had to slice through 61 grapes to earn the title. With the help of Jonathan Hollywood Hans Hannon, whichever, I know he has so many nicknames.
Hollywood Hannon.
He cut through 68 grapes in 60 seconds to break the previous record.
So he's standing in front of Hannon, and Hannon's got 2 buckets of grapes.
Mm-hmm. And is he throwing them up in the air?
He throws them up in the air, and he whacks them midair with the samurai and
How
sword.
big a grape is it?
It's just a grape. I mean,
it's not the size of a cantaloupe.
Yeah, they have some pretty big grapes out there.
Yeah.
No, these are not large grapes.
It's regular, normal
My 1-year-old niece can swallow whole grapes. It's amazing. We make her do it every holiday.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Every holiday. Come on, it's the show.
Sometimes there's a misstep and there's a delay in the proceedings, but what?
What? No.
Back in June, Rush also set the Guinness World Record for most kiwis sliced in a minute. While he set that record, kiwis sliced in a minute on a balance board was 65.
On a balance board?
Yeah, he did the same thing with grapes. I said on the balance board with grapes.
That makes it even tougher.
You weren't listening.
No, I hadn't noticed it. I was looking at the video. I didn't realize he was on a...
Wait, are the grapes lined up on the balance board, or is he standing?
No, he's standing. They're being thrown at him.
Oh.
They're being thrown at him, and he's whacking them as they go by and slicing them in half.
What?
Yeah. This takes some skill. But I'd like to see... These records are so specific. I think that makes them a little bit easier to attain. But I'd like to see him take a fencing sword, an epee, and stab him. See how many he can get.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Have you seen the newest Geico commercial?
It's very good.
The neighbors have trouble with
the fence.
The fencing.
That's
We
hilarious.
have an issue with our neighbor's fencing.
And
the plumbing, you've seen the plumbing with the clogging problem?
Oh, yeah.
The clog.
Those are all very good.
There's a clogging problem.
They're all tremendous.
As Josh pointed out to me one morning, words have different meanings.
Boy, that really stuck with you. That
it really did.
That really hurt, huh?
Really cut me right to the quick.
All right, I need to get that bullet out of you.
Okay, well, I promised a Christmas classic, and
instead we have this.
I think this is kind of a classic.
Oh, I don't even know what it is.
It's Pinkered and Bowden. I think we can enjoy
Put
this.
on your red lace nightie and pull your green stockings on. I'll tie you up with silver tinsel as we sing some Christmas songs. The video camera is loaded, pointed and ready to go. So let's put the X back in Christmas, darling, under the mistletoe. Everybody sing now. Let's put the X back in Christmas, darling, under the mistletoe.
Pinkered and Bowden, a little bit of X and Xmas.
Very nice.
Isn't that sweet? Thank you very much. Coming up in the news, by the way, we have this song.
Oh. Yeah, Christy's getting down.
That was the theme to the show Sex in the City.
Yes, it was.
I write a column, and I make $450,000 a year. And
well, I mean, I guess she was syndicated around.
Is that how it works?
Yeah,
somewhat unrealistic, you think?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, she had
Writing about her whoredom.
Hey, she was looking for love. Tom.
Why are men's penises all the same?
Well, she almost found it a few times there with Aiden and Berger and Big.
Oh my God!
Is that a spoiler alert? I thought she and Mr. Big got married.
You really
in the
did.
movie.
You really watched that show?
I did. Every girl my age was watching it, and you know my philosophy with that.
Oh, okay.
I read all 3 of the 50 Shades of Grey books. That way, I could take part in these conversations.
Did you read all of Twilight too?
No, I do have some limits.
He wasn't trying to pick up middle school girls.
Well, I was, but
No.
I didn't need the Twilight references for that. I had
Twilight was
Had plenty of
big
candy,
with
did you? Okay.
20s.
I was in middle school when that came out, so that could have been me projecting there.
Okay. Let's see. I got a nice. This will make you happy, Josh. Andre writes from Kingston, Ontario.
Good name.
How delighted he is that he lives close to the border and can pick up the Bob and Tom radio show. He says, keep up the great work. P.S. Josh Arnold is God.
My goodness, Andre.
But apparently he was listening this morning. Then he goes, parentheses, even when he misses some of his jokes. Thank you.
No. Josh is a God.
Oh, okay.
Not the God. Okay, let's be clear on that.
Okay, good to know.
Yes.
What is he a god of?
Well, I'd like to hear you answer that, Christy. What would you say?
Apparently of love. He reads the 50 Shades, all 3 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I hated them.
You had to have hated those. I got the first 90 pages and I could not read another. It was terrible.
Just
writing.
the most unrealistic, silly nonsense.
Yeah.
But did this work for you? Did you meet any willing ladies?
Because of 50 Shades, I'm going to say no.
but you read all 3.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh, I could have done so many other things.
It's not working for you, but you're going to keep
you are
trying.
a thorough and generous lover. We do know that. So.
Okay. Coming up.
She sounds like she has experience.
Coming up, we have
just from hearing.
holiday requests. We'd like to get. If you'd like to make a request, the easiest way is grab the Bob and Tom app, which is free. And there's a bunch of cool bonuses when you have that. And you can also just email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Could I make this any easier? Now, we'll find out what's going on with Josh. Why are we playing the Sex and the City theme?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Hey, here's the thing. Don't verbally undress our listeners. Let's try that. Let's try that approach. Be nice to them. Instead of going, I can't make this any easier.
Okay, sorry. I was just thinking about Josh, Volume 3 of...
I believe that was 50 Shades Freed.
Oh, that's what it was called?
Yeah.
Oh, he finally let her go, did he?
50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades
Now,
Freed.
did you buy it at that bathhouse in the village or just talk about it with the fellas?
Hey, you went and saw the movie You Can't Throw Stones.
You did? I didn't do that.
As a joke.
It was not a joke.
You liked it.
You went.
Best thing in that movie? The car.
Yeah.
Oh, he's very
car.
rich. Yeah, he's got plenty.
Oh, that
of
car, though.
Yeah.
That was...
What was his name? Sterling Gray or something?
I couldn't tell you that. I know
Spalding Gray.
Spalding Gray.
I know that's also wrong.
It's Christian Gray.
We were at the movie,
Gray.
and
I knew it was a Gray.
a very, very elderly couple came into the movie late. And this is a true story. Very elderly. Stooped over with a cane, sat down, and about 3 minutes later got up and left. They'd obviously come into the wrong theater. They walked in one of the dicier scenes.
They thought 50 Shades of Grey was about aging.
What hair dye to use?
Very good. I enjoyed that very much. I guess I'm the only one. That and more. When we come back, here's a headline for you. Erectile dysfunction could be a side effect of COVID. Oh, that'll get a mask on you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know what you call a gathering of Bob and Tom podcasts? Funny. Check out all three of our podcasts. That Josh Arnold podcast, the Bits and Pieces podcast with Willie G, Jess, Jessica, and Jason, and the Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast, all available right there at bobandtom.com/podcasts. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The Pittsburgh Steelers bid for a perfect season over. They blow a 14-0 lead at home, a 23-17 loss to the Washington football team. Alex Smith threw a game-tying touchdown pass to Logan Thomas in the fourth quarter before Dustin Hopkins hit a pair of field goals in the final 2 minutes and 4 seconds. John Bostic intercepted Ben Roethlisberger's tipped pass from Montez Sweat moments after Hopkins drilled the tie-breaking 45-yard field goal. Josh Allen sharpened the Bills' 34-24 win over the 49ers, completing 32 of 40 passes for 375 yards and 4 touchdowns. Cole Beasley caught 9 passes for 130 yards and a touchdown to help the Bills at 9-3 stay a game ahead of Miami and 3 in front of the Patriots atop the AFC East. And outgoing President Donald Trump is scheduled to attend Saturday's Army-Navy game at West Point. That's according to Navy Athletic Director Chet Gladchuk. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
These aren't really jokes. These are, I call this the op-ed page of contemporary street culture with Ace Cosby.
A lot of people don't know this. I used to be a taxidermist.
Is that right?
Yeah. People ask me what I did for a living. I said, stuff.
Stop!
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation at the water cooler.
Man, I can't wait until the new episodes of Survivor are shown. I've really become addicted to those reality shows.
Oh, I am too. I live for Rupert. I love that guy. I've wanted to be a Survivor contestant ever since the first one. The locations they stay at are so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. Hey, would you ever do Big Brother?
Well, actually, I've already done my Big Brother.
Huh?
I haven't done my father or my grandpa yet.
You've slept with your Big Brother Dave?
Well, yeah.
Wow, small world. I slept with your Big Brother Dave.
What?
Yeah, he's cute.
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Wow. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
All right. Well, that took a nasty turn, didn't it?
Good morning, sunshine.
To the max, there's baloney in our sight. Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
What's harder to raise, boys or girls?
I would guess girls.
Girls. Boys are easy. Just give them a book of matches. They're happy.
Yeah, book of matches and some ants. Oh, yeah.
Until they turn 13, then you give them a Playboy magazine. You won't hear another word out of them until they're 25. Am I right, Chick?
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
When you're right, you're right.
Testify.
I ain't seen my oldest boy in 4 years. My oldest boy, he's 17. He's been driving for a year. He's had 27 accidents.
Hey, 746 at Q95. That's quarter to late. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, thank you for explaining that. All these years I wondered. Remember that brief period of time where we had to give the temperature in Celsius?
Yeah, no.
Heck yeah. I also had to do...
No, I never did that.
What else did we do?
Did you ever have to do military time for any reason?
Not on the air.
No.
Would have been...
when I was a spy during the war, we did.
Did you?
Sure. Where was I? Oh, I know. A quick update on the weather from Christy Lee.
Oh, it'll be cloudy today. Look for a high of 40. Cloudy tonight down to 30, and then some sunshine tomorrow with a high of 50 degrees. We're holding on to that 33.
All temperatures Fahrenheit.
Yes.
Just to clarify, in case you were... Yeah, you did it. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. Ace Cosby's right over there. I can see him. He's not just sitting anywhere. That's right. Ace is at the omahasteaks.com Ace Cosby Joke of the Day desk. We'll hear from Ace in a matter of moments. We have Chick McGee across the way in his Washington football team NFL hoodie. That's right. HTTWFT. Congratulations. The team a big winner last night over the... prior to that event last evening, the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers.
Joe Theismann tweeted out yesterday afternoon early before the game, don't be surprised if Washington beats Pittsburgh tonight.
All right. Wow. Did you call him last night?
I did not. He did not text me. I was somewhat disappointed.
Why did you text him?
Well, he and I were texting back and forth a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What?
Weird.
Is that right?
There's Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk and chair. Christy Lee's, of course, over there. I can see her from here in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. This is Tom speaking. There's Willie G.
So Tom Theismann gave you his new number, too.
Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah. Did you get that picture he sent? That was amazing.
Oh, awesome.
Where is it in?
What? I'm sorry. Is there something wrong over there?
No, I'm fine.
Could you grab that for me?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
How are you, Donnie?
Hey, hang on a second.
Okay.
Just got a text from Joe Theismann.
Oh, my God.
Send you the picture.
Anyways, I was going to tell you guys, with everything happening, it's so crazy. This stupid virus, I decided to hitch up my boat and head to Miami for the winter.
Really?
I was just telling Theismann, if he wants to join me, he's welcome.
Yes. All right. Cool. Go
Do a little relaxing.
Yeah.
Do some fishing. Hell, maybe find some of them free bundles of drugs floating around in the Pacific. I swear to God.
Always a possibility.
Atlantic, I think.
You know, according to my cousin Lonnie, they got bales of stuff just floating all over the place, all willy-nilly and whatnot, just floating around for anybody who wants them.
Well, that probably isn't true, and those are probably, if there are, they're from dangerous cartels. And if you find them, your best bet is to turn them over to the proper law enforcement authorities, I would think, Donnie.
Now I hear you. Wink, wink.
You're not supposed to say wink. You're just supposed to wink.
Yeah, Tom, but you can't see me, dumbass. So how you gonna know I'm
He makes a
winking
good
if
point.
I don't say it right to your face?
I stand corrected. If you're going to do that, you have to say wink. I am wrong.
Sure, he's on the radio.
And,
You would try it out. Let me explain to you how radio works. Yada, yada, yada. The way you
But
are.
you're still going to get in trouble if you're picking bales of cocaine out of the ocean.
Well, of course.
Well, I just wanted to just let you know what my plan was. Anyways, I also want to call in with a couple quick tips for all your listeners to keep their holidays safe.
Oh, good.
Well, first off, don't forget this Christmas, keep your Christmas trees watered during Christmas. Because a dry tree is the number one reason for any tree sparking a fire.
I'll bet.
And if you can't remember to keep it watered, just go buy a male Great Dane or St. Bernard. They'll be sure to do the job for you. I swear to God.
Or a golden retriever, I can assure you.
Or my drunk cousin, Lonnie. Oh, and second and foremost, family can get on your nerves. So before zooming in for Christmas with family this year, you may want to self-medicate. Like for me, it's a couple shots of Fireball.
Oof.
My idiot cousin Lonnie, it's a partaking of a big fat doobie. I swear to God. It makes you 100 times more patient while your older family members try to figure out how to get on a Zoom call. I swear to God, we tried Zooming for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And my Aunt Pooty's camera was accidentally focused on her frupa while she picked and ate leftover bits of stuffing and candy jam she dropped on the floor.
Oh, my God.
I swear to God. Hey, trust me, chick, nobody's having seconds after that.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And I normally don't give this out, but I'm in the holiday spirit. Here's a recipe for Donnie Baker's Knock You On Your Ass Eggnog.
Oh.
Now, write this down, or just make sure you remember it good.
Okay.
The key to my killer eggnog is 5 separate liquors.
5.
You're going to pour in a half bottle of Jim Beams. Yeager. I always say if you give her Yeager, you don't have to bake her. Jim Beams, Yeager, Amaretto, Bailey's, and Rumplemint.
All right.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
That way, if you puke later, it's going to feel like you already brushed your teeth. You got Jim Beams, Yeager, Amaretto, Bailey's, and Rumplemint. You put that in the blender along with 6 Cadbury eggs you got left over from Easter.
Yes.
You blend that bad boy on high for like 45 seconds, serving a chilled 64-ounce mug.
Wow.
Okay.
I swear to God. Oh, I forgot it's trash day. I'll go see if my neighbors put anything out good.
Okay, thanks.
God, and Theismann won't stop texting.
Yeah, I know. Man.
Jeez.
Totally cut it out. Oh, thank you.
My stomach hurts now thinking about that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that would be the Rumplemints, I guess, gives it that.
And the Yeager.
Nice mouthwashy flavor as you vomit back up. Okay.
Boy.
Thank you. That was very helpful, Donnie. I'm sorry. Did we complete sports?
Yes, we did. We did not wrap her up, though. You're right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Ladies and
There you
gentlemen,
go,
that is the
whatever
Chick
you
McGee award-winning sportscast.
Big at sports.
Thank you very much. Christy, what do you got over there?
A woman in Australia was attacked by a kangaroo, and she blames her perfume. Tracy Noonan. Thank you. Claims she was out for a run in Beaconsfield Saturday when she noticed a kangaroo stalking her.
Do you think you hear doing, doing, doing?
I hope so.
Gosh, I hope so.
Just like in the cartoon.
Yes, I hope so.
Of course you don't. No, they aren't. They don't have coils in their feet.
Well, how do they jump then?
I was reading this whole story. This story is terrifying because this kangaroo kept coming after her.
Noonan tried to get away, but the animal continued, as Tom said, to follow her until she sought refuge at the nearest house. She said residents had scared the kangaroo off, though when she went to leave, it was waiting.
Remember what our good friend, comedian Chad Daniels says, kangaroo are just Tyrannosaurus deer.
God, that's great.
Yeah, that is, why isn't that in a bronze plaque somewhere? The Joke Hall of Fame.
They are exceptionally forward when they're in heat.
And they're
They're
super
rutting.
dangerous, I guess.
Said she spoke to a local ranger who told her that her perfume might have been to blame. She said it was, quote, Sarah Jessica Parker perfume. I left early in the morning and was fumbling around for deodorant, and that's all I could find.
Jesus.
All right.
A tenuous connection at best.
Thank you, Chick.
What do you mean a tenuous connection? Sarah Jessica Parker was the star of Sex and the City.
Why don't you have a call to the post when you're talking about Sarah Jessica Parker?
No joke.
I think she's a really nice person. What's wrong with Sarah
She's
Jessica
a nice
Parker?
person, but she has a horse face.
I think she's attractive. I think there's
she's
some
very
movies.
attractive.
Dude, Hocus Pocus,
Of course
she's so hot.
Of course she's a nice person. She don't want to get sent back to the horse world.
Oh, God.
Is that what happens?
She's lucky to be here. She realizes
That
it.
is so lame. Lame?
That's exactly
Oh, my God, they shot her. Oh, no. She's great.
She's great?
I think she's terrific, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of that show, but I think she's really great.
I really liked the show.
Did you ever finish first in the Derby? I don't think so.
Okay, well, there you go.
The show would make me laugh. It would make me think about modern
Is that
romantic mores.
But this is I read the longer version of this article. This story is absolutely terrifying.
Well, of course. You don't want to be stalked by a kangaroo.
She said she was in the ground for a minute, then she got up and began walking away. She said, "Oh my goodness, this kangaroo is going to claw me to death."
Oh, boy.
The roo stood standing over her. And then, as she said, then this kangaroo kept following her.
Yeah, waited for her.
But this whatever park ranger said, yeah, it's the perfume.
She has forgiven the kangaroo.
Oh, has she?
Yes. In fact, she told the kangaroo's child, Joey, I'm not angry anymore. That's a concrete blonde joke for you.
Very nice.
Obscure.
Obscure, but
Great song. That was
great song.
You built that relatively quickly.
The Sex and the City and Friends tie-in we never saw coming.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
How you doing?
Yeah, these critters are scary. So just make sure that your perfume, Christy, doesn't contain kangaroo urine.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I do not wear Sarah Jessica Parker perfume.
I didn't know she had her own perfume.
Everybody has their own perfume, I think, don't they?
Maybe you should start one.
I like the one I have.
You're supposed to ask me what would it smell like.
What would it smell like?
Anyone want to take this? My idea is
I do not.
Because I know it's going to be
A
mean.
bassist's fingers?
Oh,
is that too much?
Geez.
Yes, that's too much.
Is that too much?
Yeah.
What did it
What are you going to say? Sorrow and despair? Is that
I was just going to say sorrow.
Oh, sorrow. Okay.
Oh, no, it smells like Annie's mac and cheese and good times, Christy.
Yeah, thank you, Willie.
Oh,
See?
sure.
Vanilla mac
Life
and
hasn't
cheese.
beaten him down yet. I like this kid.
Smells like mimeograph paper.
Mimeograph paper. Did you like the smell of that?
I loved it.
Oh.
Just like this, the last time you ever saw it was in the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Something that's been taken from our culture.
I hated making mimeograph tests. That ink would get all over your hand.
Nerd.
Okay.
Nerd. Office nerd.
Coming up, we have a couple special requests, including some great holiday music from the Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
And more comedy from me.
And you're going to start now. No, I enjoyed the Concrete Blonde joke. Very, very finely crafted in many ways. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Rolling through a Tuesday morning, Gabriel Iglesias on the way and Kostaki Economopoulos. It's going to be a great day. We're glad you're joining us. Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. And the vaccines have been rolling out in the UK. That's right. It's official. It has begun, the vaccination process, perhaps an end in sight for this pandemic. So let's at least look at the good news we have going today. And we'll have more of the Bob and Tom Show right after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. World War II flying ace Chuck Yeager, the first pilot to break the sound barrier, has died at the age of 97. Yeager died Monday. NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine called the death a tremendous loss to our nation. The retired Air Force Brigadier General became the fastest human in 1947 when he piloted the experimental X-1 rocket plane past 660 miles per hour. It was the first time anyone had flown faster than the speed of sound. British health authorities have rolled out the first doses of a widely tested and independently reviewed COVID-19 vaccine, starting a global immunization program that is expected to gain momentum as more serums win approval. The first shot was given Tuesday to Margaret Keenan, who turns 91 next week, at one of several hospitals around the country that are handling the initial phase of the program on what has been dubbed V-Day. And a northern Indiana man whose cash-filled wallet was accidentally thrown away got it back last week after a crew waded through tons of trash and found it near the bottom. Logansport resident Robert Nolte's wallet ended up in the trash after he asked a friend to throw out a pair of pants that were covered in paint. Nolte later discovered his wallet was missing, realized it was in the garbage. City code enforcement officers worked with a crew from Trash Hauler Republic Services to find the pants and the wallet after digging through 9 tons of garbage. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, hello, part-time.
Hi.
Hey,
Yeah.
Will. Now, let me ask you something. Being the son of Tom, and
Sure,
you're late like this, 45 minutes late.
Sure.
What sort of penalty do you incur?
Well, actually, this is my new thing. It's called Late Mondays. And
Okay, all
I just
right.
figure on Mondays, I just come in whenever I want.
Okay.
And that can be sort of like a fun little segment.
When Will Willie Show.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now
We are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavor.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs, the eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like
03 Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
And that's Christy Lee, and she's got the weather forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Cloudy skies again today. Look for a high near 40. Tonight down to 30 degrees and then partly cloudy, warmer with a high of 50 on Wednesday. Lower 50s on Thursday. 33 right now.
Thank you very much. Josh, number between 1 and 30?
20.
Well, that's not going to help.
Okay. Next time, don't ask me for a number between 1 and 30.
I got the wrong piece of paper.
Well, that's your
You said, what'd you say,
Yeah,
10?
come on, Josh.
I said, yes,
He said
fine, 10.
20.
Okay,
You
this
pick a
is,
number.
it says, your vision back on track. I'll read the next part backwards. Me for to you help can he, and me helped
stop.
definitely he. That's right, I can read it without glasses. Thank you, Dr. Lanter. Both Ace and I have the multifocal lenses put in there by Dr. Lanter. Got vision issues? This is a good time to get him checked out in a very healthy fashion by my friend Dr. Lanter. You'll find him at Lanter Eye Care, Lanter. And I will remind you also that Mr. McGee had the LASIK surgery from Dr. Lanter.
I did. Distance vision like a hawk now.
What a great Christmas gift that would be. I can see again. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Going to do some paper shuffling. You'll have to forgive me.
Well, it's better than you putting sweetener in your tea or whatever the hell you're doing over there.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now, we have a lot to get to, but first, Ace Cosby's got the joke of the day coming up from the Omaha Steaks joke of the day desk. In the meantime, there's Josh, Christy, Chick. I'm Tom. Chick celebrating, of course, the victory of his Washington football team.
Yes, sir.
Over the prior to last evening, undefeated
Team
Pittsburgh Steelers at Pittsburgh, no less. Willie G is right over there. If you're watching on the cameras, Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
Looks like she's on some kind of holy mission.
Huddled in a blanket.
Got a big
Because
blanket.
it is 30 degrees in here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. It is a little chilly in here. I'm not sure what's going on. The point is, can you grab that?
Well, this can't be good. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your Holy Mission program.
Thank you, Floyd. I'm here to save you.
I believe I heard one of y'all talking about Sarah Jessica Parker Bowles again. Probably looking like a horse about the head. Boy, if you want to see a real nag of a thoroughbred, be sure to watch Shark Tank and keep your eye out for that Barbara. She normally sits on the end, never bids on anything. Listen, it has a free salt lick that comes with it. You'd think being a billionaire, she'd get some work done to put herself out the pasture, but on top of that, she's got about the personality of a stubborn mule. Makes Judge Judy look like a peach when you think about it.
Yeah, sure. Who doesn't think about
But we watch that Shark Tank regularly. We enjoy it. Now, we didn't watch it last night on account Monday Night Football was on. Had company.
Oh.
Yeah, Joe Theismann came over to watch.
Is that right?
How nice, yeah.
He really enjoyed Big D shepherd pie.
Sounds good.
Before halftime, we finally had to turn the porch light off so he'd take a hit.
Yeah. The gun couldn't get him to text me on a nice win, but he
that's a shame.
evidently texted everyone.
We heard from him.
Wow.
That's great.
In fact, Ace, you ran the Ace joke of the day by him last night, didn't you?
Yeah, he texted me.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, thanks.
If that's not the best intro I've ever heard, ladies and gentlemen, the man sitting over there is our engineer, Ace Cosby. It's the OmahaSteaks.com Ace Cosby joke of the day. These aren't jokes. This is once again a critique of contemporary society. What have you got to
like what do you get when you combine alcohol and American literature?
Alcohol and American literature.
Tequila Mockingbird.
Tequila Mockingbird. Do you think American literature bourbon?
Tequila Mockingbird. Okay. Man, I didn't get it first time through. I had to think.
There has to be a tequila out there called that at this point.
Probably.
Yeah, because they've run through every conceivable type of craft beer. There's got to be a tequila Mockingbird.
Try to go buy vodka. Just vodka. It's incredible how many
Flavors?
choices you have now. Yeah.
So it's hard to find plain vodka?
Yes. It's crazy.
When we were talking about maybe you should come out with a perfume, maybe you should come out with a vodka.
No, I'm not getting involved in that.
Okay.
Right, Chick?
Just a minute. Mine's still out there somewhere.
Is it? I still have a bottle.
Yours is collectible.
That's right.
I think my kids got in it at a party once, though, because I'd never opened it before. And
the Chick McGee vodka?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that great? The children, when they were what, 10 and 12?
18.
Is that what they were drinking?
19.
All right. Well,
oh boy, in their Kool-Aid.
We've got some holiday requests. I want to squeeze a couple of these in.
Oh, here's Jingle Bells.
This is one of the classics. Absolutely. This is as good as Jingle Bells. It's Haywood Banks.
It's one of my top 5 Christmas songs.
I love that song.
That's great. Coming soon, by the way, we are going to be featuring the video of Haywood's Cash song.
right.
Featuring Haywood, actually, the cartoon Haywood.
Oh.
We will certainly look forward to that. Right now, we do have our cartoon last year of the parody of Old Town Road with the Old North Pole. You can find that on various Bob and Tom social media platforms. Now, earlier today, we were talking about the fact that Josh was late to work again.
He was
again.
Because Josh was reloading in the green room the water cooler.
Yes, he was being helpful.
He contends he does that every time.
It's very hard to do.
To be fair, yesterday I was 45 minutes late. I mean, you can't even cut it. I was late.
Now, we had, I suggested, have you ever taken one of those empty water bottles and used it as your thing when you get home every day and throw your change in the bottle?
Absolutely, I've done that.
Well, someone did that. This letter comes to us from Todd. My dad operated a bar for 30 years. Always had a glass water bottle jug that he put the change in. After he sold the bar, we all sat around and counted one time. There was $800 in change.
I would have thought
it would be more.
I would have thought way more.
Me too. I think that's, well.
Maybe we're thinking of a bigger jug.
Yeah.
Fast forward to a house they were in. He hired a guy to put up some kitchen cupboards. The guy noticed the jug and told my dad that he used to bet $1 they could pick it up with just their two hands at the neck and hold it up at bar height. Dad said if he could pick it up, he'd give it to him. The next day, Dad noticed the jug was gone with the change. When he got back home, he asked the guy about it. The guy said, you told me I could have it if I could pick it up. Dad told him he needed to bring the jug back with the money. Well, he's kind of...
Oh, hey.
Well, he's right. He
the
didn't
next day,
witness
the
it.
guy showed up with the money in 5-gallon buckets. Dad asked him how he moved it. He said he used a 2-wheel dolly, and he said if he could move it, he could have it. Dad then asked him where the jug was. The guy said he dropped it and broke it.
Why'd you choose to read this one?
Because I think it's fascinating. That I think $800
Way too long.
What a part. Fascinating.
$800 seems a little light to me.
$800 in coins.
It's a good story, Todd. It just didn't belong on the air.
Yeah, Todd.
Were the glass ones not as big as the plastic ones that we have now, maybe?
You see what this led into? Talking about glass and plastic.
No, because this is all about you bitching about the fact that you had to pick up the water.
That's right.
So you could add water to whatever concoction you were making.
If you're lucky enough to catch the live show of him switching the jugs, he always goes, no, let the talent do it.
Yeah, he does.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Coming up, Josh.
Yes, sir.
The Pizza Hut triple decker.
What? Oh, I know what this is, and I think it's a great flipping idea.
And this is a really odd one. Does the CV cause the ED?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see.
And we also have Kostaki.
And Kostaki is next.
Yeah.
So we got CV, ED,
and Kostaki.
And CE.
Talking NFL and Chick's favorite team winning last night.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to remind you about the importance of quality sleep. This would be a great gift, the Sleep Number bed. Because Christy always talks about when she goes shopping, her rule is, I just got a nice gift for my friend Sheila, so I better get something for myself. So if you get the Sleep Number bed,
all about
well, it's all about you too, because whoever's over there can have it adjusted to whatever they like. For example, your Sleep Number setting, Mr. McGee.
I'm back up at 100.
Okay, a very firm 100. Christy Lee, your
35.
There you go.
Sorry, I had nodded off. Sorry.
There you go.
Just talking about Sleep Number bed.
Makes me sleepy.
The point is, you're both happy.
Right.
That's the beauty of the Sleep Number
And
bed.
if you're not, you hit a button and you get happy again.
And there's also the Comfort Fit pillow, everybody's favorite pillow.
Oh, love my pillow.
The ultimate faux fur throw, irresistibly soft and cozy. Here's something from the Sleep Number place that I think you're going to dig. The Winter Soft Sheet Sets, plush softness and warmth, all new from Sleep Number. And go out with the silk pillowcase and sleep mask set. That's right. The sleep mask. Josh, you could put on your sleep mask and walk around the room and walk into stuff. Give comfort and joy and life-changing sleep to all.
And run into walls.
And now save up to $700 on the new Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Plus, special financing is available. Tell them the folks from the Bob and Tom Show sent you. That's us. Only at Sleep Number stores or online at sleepnumber.com/BT Show. Kostaki's next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Rolling through a Tuesday morning. I'm Mark Allison. December 8th. It's Tuesday morning. Gabriel Iglesias on the way. He's got a new sitcom on Netflix called Mr. Iglesias. Season 1, Part 2, currently streaming on the platform. Part 3 releasing later today. That's Gabriel Iglesias. Go to fluffyguy.com for more. And he'll be joining us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7 coming up.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Bob Dylan's deal with Universal Music worth a hefty $300 million. Universal Music has acquired all the songs Dylan has written over the past 60 years. However, the sale does not include the rights to Dylan's recordings. Selling song catalogs is quite the thing these days. Stevie Nicks recently sold 80% of her music for a reported $100 million. David Crosby tweets he's trying to sell his music because he can't work and streaming is stealing his income. Yoko Ono remembers the release of the song Happy Christmas, War is Over because the single bombed. According to John Lennon's website, Ono said the song came out too late to promote it for the holidays in 1971. She said it only took off after Lennon died. Today marks the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death, and Ono is urging fans to go to the website warisover.com and print a copy of War is Over, if you want it, poster in any of nearly 100 languages. And the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom blasted a David Bowie coin into space this week. It launched a new Bowie commemorative coin 22 miles up and had it orbit the Earth for 45 minutes before returning. The coin shows Bowie in profile with a lightning bolt behind him. The Mint is selling copies of the coin now. It'll be the third in its music series after Queen and Elton John. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation, The Important Meeting.
Hello, Jenkins here.
Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Oh, Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
24/7.
Hey, this is Rick from Edwardsburg. How you guys doing?
Hey, Rick.
Great, Rick. How are you?
Oh, I couldn't be any better.
Yeah,
What'd you do to yourself, sir?
He couldn't be any better.
See?
What a great
A
attitude.
happy ending.
Yeah.
What happened to you, Rick?
Well, 3 years ago, I was pulling a case of beer off a shelf at the store.
I like this already.
Wait a minute.
So you dialed with your good arm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I pulled out the ligaments in my elbow. So after cortisone shots and physical therapy later, 3 years, I'm still wearing a brace part-time.
Are you really?
Yeah.
But you can. Wait, did you spill the beer?
No, the beer was okay.
Okay, well, thank God.
But it's not your drinking arm, right?
Yeah, it is, but I switched to light beer now, so I'm all right.
Hear what he said? He switched to light beer.
Yeah. Sir, you need to call. You need to start writing for Bob Zaney. That is a fine joke, sir.
Thanks, Rick.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
8:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you, Chick. Thank you, Gunner. Thank you, Christy Lee, for the forecast that's coming up now.
All right, Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Cloudy today, look for a high of 40. Cloudy again tonight, down to 30, and then a little bit more sunshine tomorrow and warmer, high up to 50 degrees.
50.
Yeah, it's 34 now. Thank you very much, Josh. You're playing along. I appreciate it.
Don't forget the TV show tonight, Mindy TV 23, 11:30 this evening. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Got the big screen in here. And on the big screen, I can see Christy Lee in the next room, the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Hi, Christy.
Nice to see you.
She's got a big blanket on. It's a little chilly in that room, apparently.
Yeah, a little bit.
Also on the big screen, Kostaki Economopoulos, the biggest name in American comedy.
Yes.
And Kostaki appropriately has the Washington football team's colors as a background today.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Go team.
In honor of the huge victory by Chick's
Hail
favorite
to
team.
the
Washington football team.
So they're not going to give him a name this year?
They're not going to give him a name next year.
But it's going to be the Washington football team?
Next year, yeah.
Okay.
Two. If not,
Come on.
If not in the future, yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Book it.
You don't think they're going to give him a name?
No, I know they're not going to give him a name.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. There's Josh. There's Christy. I'm Tom. There's Willie. And hi, Kostaki. How are you? Reporting,
I'm good.
Reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, the home of your favorite NFL team, the Atlanta Falcons. And
they're fine. Let's talk about Washington. That's a big win, right? That's great.
Huge, yeah, big win. The Steelers fans are saying that Alex Smith cheated, though, took the ball during a field goal or something, and
right.
Yeah, that's why they won the game. Yeah, that's right. You're right. When they're right, they're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Steelers, don't think of yourselves as losers. Think of yourselves as temporary Jets. That's fine.
There you go. That's all right.
The Steelers' defense is good. That's a big win. The Steelers' D leads the NFL in sacks and takeaways. They're almost as tough to play against as Biden's dog. That's a tough defense.
He's a good defensive back.
Dog, you see.
We get Cowboys tonight. Cowboys like a D student. The nicest thing you could say about them is they have good attendance.
That's true. Yeah.
So, despite Washington and the Giants winning, last week we prompted the people to finish a joke. The NFC East is the worst division since. That was the setup. Remember this?
Yeah.
All right, the NFC East, these are some submissions from All Pro Lines. The NFC East is the worst division since OJ and Nicole. All right.
Oh, that was a bad division, yeah.
That's a bad division.
Yeah.
Since Strahan's teeth. That's all right.
Oh, yeah, it's quite a big division, yeah.
All right.
That's a big division. Since the Titanic.
Yeah, that cut in half, didn't it?
Yeah. See, the structural integrity. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Here's a couple nerd ones in a row here. Since Pangea.
Yeah, that certainly broke off.
It's a serious division. Used to be able to walk everywhere.
Exactly, land bridge material.
See, can't be explained any other way.
Tectonic plates.
Jeez.
The NFC East is the worst division since. You ready for this one? Adolf Hitler's zygote. All right. That's a bad division. It's a bad division. Some more nerd
hey,
comedy.
Kostaki, I gave Christy a story last week about Adolf Hitler, which she has still not read.
Nope, it's right here. Wins local election. I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it?
Not now. Do you want to do it now?
Well, it's in Namibia.
Yes, it is.
This poor guy really is named Adolf Hitler.
Uonona.
Yeah. So
he does throw another name on the end, but still. Yeah, he was elected a counselor in a constituency I can't read. He won his seat with 85% of the vote, and he's not going to change his name, he said. His father named him after the Nazi leader, likely not understanding what Adolf Hitler stood for.
It didn't take a lot of research, really.
No, it didn't.
Would have become clear.
Yeah.
Does he have the mustache?
No.
Oh, then it's fine. Then it's fine. Okay, that's perfect. But if you have you can't have the mustache and the name and go, no, I'm a good guy.
Uwanona emphasized he has nothing to do with Nazi ideology.
Why does he
not
just
have
go
any
by-
plans for world domination?
His last name is Uwanona. Why doesn't he just
Uwanona.
become Adolf Uwanona and drop the middle name?
I don't know.
Yes, that's
Dolph,
right.
Or not even bring up the Hitler
yes.
part.
There's some video reportedly after he won asking Siri for directions to Poland. So I think this guy...
this is bad. Yeah, this is not going to go well.
This guy is bad. I'm
not
sorry. Back to your submissions. I should remember and tell everybody that All Pro Lines is where pro football and pro comedians collide. That's right, and you can collide there too. If you want to find out how to participate, Kostaki, what do they do?
Go to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at All Pro Lines and jump in. We're doing we're writing jokes together, and there's memes and late night style jokes.
Have we
It's fun.
finished all of those? Is that the end?
Well,
of
you
that?
jumped in the middle of it inexplicably. I don't know what you're
Talking about something not even football related
What the hell
at
are
all.
you talking about?
Some guy who chooses to keep the name Adolf Hitler. I think
So
it's a problem.
what?
It doesn't have anything to do with football.
Not Kostaki's report to do that. How about that?
He brought it up.
How about that? This one comes from Kyle Jolink. The NFC East is the worst division since the Falcons and their 25-point lead. Okay, thanks, Kyle.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.
March
Yes,
28th.
yes.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the worst division since Dr. Seuss's Sneetches with Stars and Sneetches without Stars.
No.
Come on. That's a
These
good
are some
reference.
deep dives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's worst division since John Wayne Bobbitt. That's Ronald McDuffin right there.
All right.
And finally, the worst division since Jared left Subway. Also, a very bad division.
Okay.
Bad. That's a bad division.
It may have helped some people with division, if you know what I mean.
Okay, let's move on.
Homework.
Yeah, you want to move on. You can't win them all unless you're playing the Jets. Oh, my goodness. Maybe when the season is over, they can find out what went wrong from the black box. I don't know.
It's a bad team.
That's a bad team. They're struggling. I saw the headline. Carson Wentz. Wentz benched for Hurts. That was the headline. That sounds like a who's on first routine, right?
Yeah.
Hurts on the bench, Wentz on the bench, but getting benched hurts. Getting benched hurts, but Wentz is on the bench. Hurts on first? No, Hurts in football. I know it hurts in football. Who's on the bench?
It paid off. I thought you were just going to suggest it. No, you locked right in. Very good, Kostaki.
Example.
I love the surprise in your voice, Tom. That paid off. The Falcons kicker leads the league with 100-something points. He graciously thanked his teammates for rarely completing drives. Thank you, guys.
I appreciate it.
Way to go. Way to fail, guys.
Word is the Ravens voted not to play the game last week. You can just vote to not play. Clearly, there's a problem with the Jets' ballots, right? There's some kind of voter fraud going on.
Count the votes, right?
The NFL found 4 unique strains of COVID in the Ravens facility. RG3 didn't have 4 unique completions in that game. Goodness gracious.
Did you watch that game with RG3? It was a perfect RG3 game. He had a great run. He had a touchdown pass, and then he hurt himself, and then he came back in, and he hurt himself again. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Almost won, but didn't. Yes, it's the whole thing. Yeah. 4 strains. Josh Gordon doesn't have 4 strains of weed in his glove box. That's a lot.
Strains. You
That's
see.
many choices.
Multiple strains. You see.
Man enjoys his weed.
He likes pot.
He does. He's coming back. They're reinstating him for the last 2 weeks of the season. Part of the NFL's very strict policy: 17 strikes and you're out. You know what they say? If someone has a drug problem, send them to Seattle, where it rains every day and half their celebrities have died of overdoses. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
the celebrity. Send them to Seattle.
That's exactly.
Coming off his 6th suspension by the NFL, one more he's going to have to attend Saturday school with Molly Ringwald and Judd Nelson.
Emilio.
Sing the song. Go ahead.
Yeah. Don't you forget about me.
Smoke up, Johnny.
That's catchy.
That's one of the. I think that song totally linked to that movie.
Smoke up, John.
Love it. Simple Minds.
Oh, great song.
Love
That is a great song.
Once again, we're
Josh
talking with Kostaki Economopoulos, and his new feature is entitled All Pro Lines. And you can be part of this, right, Kostaki? You can check
absolutely.
it out. Okay.
Come join us. In fact, this next chunk here was written by All Pro Lines fans. You ready for this?
Yes.
Oh.
Josh Gordon has had more rehab than Alex Smith's leg. There you go.
More truth, really, than comedy.
Right. They really had a lot of rehab done.
It's an amazing story.
Do that.
Overcame.
He's lucky to be alive, not losing his leg.
They say only the truth is funny, not always.
Useful clarification, right? The best thing about having Josh Gordon on your team is that was a setup this week. So here's some submissions. This one's mine. You never have to worry that the grass is greener somewhere else. So that's nice.
It's a marijuana joke. You see, Josh, the grass, the weed, the
grass.
reefer.
Yes, always greener over the
Loaded
septic
in the
tank.
munchies department. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
We continue with the weed saga.
Right. The best thing about having Josh Gordon on your team, they won't suspect it's you who set all the facility clocks to 420, right? You can get away with that sort of thing.
Hilarious.
He doesn't have a ring, but he does load a Super Bowl, so that's nice. He always ends the day on a high note. It's nice to have Josh Gordon.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
The man apparently smokes the reefer, Josh.
He does.
He does.
He definitely does. In the offseason, Phillip Rivers will likely need foot surgery, probably from constantly kicking himself or forgetting to buy condoms. I'm just guessing.
A lot of kids.
Many children, yes.
A potent sperm.
Yes.
When you have that many kids.
At least when he goes up the middle, it works, unlike the Colts.
That's right.
The middle. Did you see that brilliant decision to not kick the field goal for the automatic 3?
Oh, yes. Right.
Sorry.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, here's what we know about a Phillip Rivers operation. He's not going to pull out of it. Huh? all the jokes should not come with that sound. That's a bad sign. That's, let's close on this one. The Jaguars are struggling. They lost yet again. The CDC has recommended that Jags fans wear the mask over their eyes, too. All right.
You see, the team is back. You see, it's like in lieu of a bag, they already have the mask, so to breathe the foul air, but at least not see the foul team. You see,
Kostaki just took a big drink of ice water like he's being interrogated.
That's right.
Now, Kostaki, since you brought up Hitler.
You did it.
No, Kostaki brought it up, and we had that news story.
That's a good joke.
Did you know that? I'm just reading this. Hitler suffered from a condition called, hypospadias. Have you heard of this, Josh?
No, I haven't.
What, he had to play gin?
According to historian Emma Craigie and Jonathan Mayo, Hitler suffered from hypospadias, which left him with an abnormally small male member.
Is that right?
So we could have prevented the horrors of World War II if we'd gotten him a Porsche back in 1938. Good to know. Get him a Porsche. He's a happy man.
I think he actually preferred Mercedes. Okay.
Now, Kostaki, I assume that any road work is out of the question for a while for you?
Yes, I'm going to hang here for a while. I have done a couple corporate gigs on Zoom, which is weird and wonderful.
Oh, cool.
Now, are you doing your Facebook Live thing still, the 50 Toasts?
Actually, it's funny you asked that because I'm doing one tonight, special early time slot because of the game at 8. We're doing 7 p.m. on Facebook Live with Jason Hofsetz.
From our show. Okay.
All right, Jason.
All right.
That's right. Yeah, he's an interesting dude. I want to talk to him about his fascination with electric cars and his super cool job working with you guys. Should be a good talk.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you, Kostaki. We're going to squeeze in some special requests. We've got time here. So if they want to get a hold of you, Kostaki, one more time, how do they do it?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at All Pro Lines. Come join the football joke fund. It's great.
All Pro Lines. Very good. Now, I want to play a little something from the past. Lots of requests for this one. This is about one of the great gifts that you can get someone this holiday season.
Hi, I'm Mark Christopher Rorman, host of the nationally syndicated program Bass Talk. For years, people have asked me, why isn't there a Christmas album with just bass? Well, now there is.
Here.
Amazing bass. Just listen. It's like my boy Nicky always says.
I like it because it's just bass. Guitars and drums are for losers. Turn up the bass.
Oh, yeah. Turn up the bass.
Amazing bass rock!
Order your copy of Amazing Bass today. Just call toll free 1-800-BOOM-BOOM-BOOM.
I like it because it's just bass. Oh, isn't that nice? Thank you very much, Mark Christopher Rorman, the host of Bass. Oh, update, by the way.
Yes.
Todd rewrote. He goes, sorry, made a mistake. I had a typo.
Uh-oh.
When you read my letter, the change in that glass cooler jar, $1,800.
Ah, that makes more sense.
There we go. You happy now, Josh? Having attacked.
We appreciate you, Todd. Thanks for
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks. Very good. Okay, right now I want to talk about a gift. In fact, I just got one of these for Kostaki over the weekend. What am I talking about? Well, Mr. Economopoulos.
These make a great year-end gift for
He's
everybody,
getting the Deluxe Grillers assortment from Omaha Steaks. I went to omahasteaks.com, entered the code BTS in the search bar, and sent Mr. Economopoulos in Atlanta, Georgia, the Deluxe Grillers assortment, which includes a whole bunch of entrees, sides, and desserts, including the Omaha Steaks Butcher's Cut Filet Mignon. Oh, yes. And these are perfectly aged, by the way, and what they call fork tender. Right now, get this delicious package, plus 4 free burgers and the free digital meat thermometer at an exclusive price available only to Bob and Tom Show listeners. This is a discount of over 50%. omahasteaks.com. The code is BTS in the search bar. Tell them more, Josh.
Yes, deliver the perfect gift to friends, family, and yourself with Omaha Steaks shipped directly and safely to your doorstep. And do not forget to order the Deluxe Grillers assortment. You'll also get 4 free Omaha Steaks burgers with that and a free digital meat thermometer, all at omahasteaks.com. Enter BTS in the search bar to shop the best gourmet gifts of the season.
Thank you very much, Omaha Steaks. Delicious. And if you've got a brother or sister that live far away.
So fork and tender.
Yeah, there you go. Send them something that's easy to do. omahasteaks.com, BTS in the search bar for the special savings. Coming up, we have, on a different note, we have a pizza in the news.
Yeah.
And erectile dysfunction and coronavirus in the same sentence. Yup. And a special song from Josh. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Check out the Bob and Tom Show app and let your voice be heard. Our contact info is right there.
Guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, Ken Tarmac. Don't forget tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. It's Bob and Tom Tonight. Over 20 minutes of the best of today's show on video tonight. Just go to Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Subscribe today. Click that red button and join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who have already subscribed. It's free, won't cost you anything, and you can be watching Bob and Tom Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The Pittsburgh Steelers bid for a perfect season over. They blow a 14-0 lead at home, a 23-17 loss to the Washington football team. Alex Smith threw a game-tying touchdown pass to Logan Thomas in the fourth quarter before Dustin Hopkins hit a pair of field goals in the final 2 minutes and 4 seconds. John Bostic intercepted Ben Roethlisberger's tipped pass from Montez Sweat moments after Hopkins drilled the tie-breaking 45-yard field goal. Josh Allen sharpened the Bills' 34-24 win over the 49ers, completing 32 of 40 passes for 375 yards and 4 touchdowns. Cole Beasley caught 9 passes for 130 yards and a touchdown to help the Bills at 9-3 stay a game ahead of Miami and 3 in front of the Patriots atop the AFC East. And outgoing President Donald Trump is scheduled to attend Saturday's Army-Navy game at West Point. That's according to Navy Athletic Director Chet Gladchuk. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
She danced over to me. Her butt started to twerk, which made her pasties fell off. So I went to work. I said, I'm Santa. Come sit here on my knee. I got presents for you. Have you something for me? She said, you're too skinny to be Santa Claus, honey, but I'll play along. You have any money? We were off to the back room in a flash. I whipped out my wallet and showered her with cash. Take my 10s, my 20s, whatever the price. And last Christmas Eve, well, Santa came twice.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, I'm Harry Kalanick Jr. for the new high-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, snap, crackle, plop. Tell him Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Can I just say that I really love doing this program?
Oh, thank you.
You know, as a this is like such a fun. It's actually entertaining and fun to do it. You know, and as a comedian, you do a lot of shows, and you know, like I did a radio program a few weeks ago, and they introduced me as the bad boy of comedy. Mm-hmm. I never said I was the bad boy of anything, nor do I want to be introduced as such.
Mm-hmm. Where'd they get
Only in comedy do you ever hear that. You never hear that in other professions. You never hear. He's the
44 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Chrissy Lee has an update in the weather forecast.
Yes, from the Car X-Man. We'll have cloudy skies and a high of 40, partly cloudy, warmer tomorrow up to 50, 34 now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. A couple things to keep in mind. One of them, Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Some beautiful holiday lights. You can check them out. You put a special station on your radio, and you get to have the music all synced right up. It's very cool. Also, our TV show is called Bob and Tom Tonight. You'll find it on My Indie TV 23 at 11:30 this evening. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, Ace Cosby. You can see him over there, of course. He's at the omahasteaks.com joke of the day desk. Thank you very much. Chick McGee's there. This is Tom speaking. There's Willie. Christy Lee's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Josh Arnold is at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk and chair.
Hi there.
And coming up, we have a little special treat coming from Josh. But first, Christy, what have we missed over there?
A medical expert is warning the coronavirus could lead to erectile dysfunction. Grab the mask, guys. Dr. Dina Grayson told NBC Chicago, we now know people can have long-term health effects from this virus and that men could have long-term issues of erectile dysfunction because we know that it causes issues in the vasculature.
Gotcha.
That could be good in some cases, I would think.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I mean, isn't one of the symptoms no sense of smell or taste?
Yeah.
There could be times in the sexual realm that might be.
Oh, jeez, Tom.
Might be helpful. You don't talk about.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, you'd hope not, but
some of the smells you might some of the
Speaking of that, did you see we were talking about candles yesterday, and Yankee Candle got a lot of complaints about candles not smelling, and they think it might have been a link to people having symptoms of COVID-19.
Oh my gosh!
They couldn't smell their candles.
It was a really confusing article I read about that took 10 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
So now, wait a minute. Having said that, who are you mad at? The guy who wrote the article, Yankee Candle itself, COVID?
I'm not sure they really... Did you read the whole thing? I don't think they really had much of a case there. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, I can understand. I get a new candle and
understand
I can't smell it, and then I blame the candle company before I have full-blown symptoms. Maybe I don't have sense of smell.
Yeah.
Yesterday's candle...
Because Drake has a candle that smells like him, he says.
Hip-hop artist Drake has a candle that smells like him.
Yes.
So it's advertised, and it already sold out for $80.
Right, and we were talking about what our candles would smell like.
That is sad.
Why is it sad?
What musical artist would you want to have a candle smell like, Joe?
Oh, my gosh. Meatloaf?
Ladies and gentlemen, that,
He
my
shoots, he
friends,
scores. A genius.
That is a
Of Josh Arnold.
a half-court shot with the buzzer about to go off, and nothing but net.
You don't want a candle from like classic rockers, do you? Like Allman Brothers? Ugh.
No, I want Dolly Parton candle. Oh, yeah.
You think she smells like
I think she
heaven?
smells amazing.
Yeah.
She's an angel.
Like sugar cookies and...
yes.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
You're just drifting off there thinking about it, huh?
I love her.
You don't like candles? Is that your thing?
No,
You
I like
really
candles.
care for
I
candles?
lit one this morning.
I'm surprised you allow candles in your home. They're a safety hazard.
Did you have a fight? Is that how come?
No,
you
I
had to light
was...
candles?
He farted, chick.
You farted?
My normal routine, I'm in the kitchen for about 45 minutes with the dogs. and-
Wicked fight.
No, there was no wicked fart. Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy, let me light a candle.
Nice Christmassy candle.
Those barking spiders, huh?
Well,
What,
now,
a duck on a motorcycle? What the hell was that?
Josh, you are a single man.
Yeah.
And this is a little something that you prepared about, about the single life for those at the holiday season.
Hi, I'm Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. As a bachelor, I know how tough the holiday season can be. While everyone you know is off celebrating with their significant others, you're at home, isolated and companionless. But hey, this year, spend a little time with me in my new compilation of Christmas classics for loners like you and me. It's Single All the Way, featuring single-centric carols sung by yours truly. I'll be alone for Christmas and crying in front of my cat. Oh, Kitty, I know you love me. Friends aren't much help either, are they? Throwing parties for couples only or simply forgetting to invite you. Come, no one told me, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. But hey, just because no one told you to come doesn't mean you can't do so on your own. Single guy, single guy, single guy rock. Here with my laptop and a tube sock. Triple X hardcore, I just can't resist. Hope I don't get a cramp in my wrist. Rock it down. And once you're through having at yourself, what else is there to do on a cold winter's night but to go onto your favorite social media site and visit some Ghosts of Christmas past, as it were. Through their pictures you're scrolling, all their posts you are trolling. More pathetic with every click, stalking all your exes on Facebook. Don't wallow in your own self-pity. Instead, do what old Joshy does. Spoil yourself with a little something. On the first day of Christmas, I gave a gift to me, a body pillow that I dressed up like my ex-girlfriend in some clothes she left here. On the second day of Christmas, I gave more stuff to me. It's single all the way. Get out of that fetal position and order your copy now. And if you type in the special promo code, we'll throw in a fifth of cheap whiskey, a frozen meatloaf dinner for one, and a big old bottle of Jergens lotion. But wait, mention you heard this on the Bob and Tom Show, and you'll also receive a miniature figurine of me, Josh Arnold, dressed as one of Santa's little helpers. That's right. It's the all by myself on a shelf. Just set this unlovable little imp anywhere you like. And the next morning, magically, he's exactly where you left him. 'Cause, you know, you're the only one there, and no one else is going to move him unless the cat might accidentally knock him over or something. Anyway, order single all the way. I wish me a Merry Christmas. I wish me a Merry Christmas. I wish me a Merry Christmas, 'cause there's no one else here. Except for you, Mr. Kitty. God bless us, everyone. Indeed, yeah. That's so nice, Josh. Well, I thought sharing your loneliness with so many others. Well, yeah, I appreciate that, yeah. Okay, good. When you share your loneliness, you're no longer alone. No, you are. That's the problem. Well,
So keeping me alive.
Well, Christy, have you given any more thought if you could have a musical artist if they had a candle like Drake has? I mean, does Willie Nelson have a candle?
Well, it'd smell like pot. So
yeah,
why
but
would
that's a good question.
Yeah.
He's got everything else.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, his candle probably wouldn't smell like pot. He probably wants it to smell like something that would cancel out the smell of pot, right?
What are you?
Like
what do you?
Clean room.
Yeah, I go for no. Seriously, I use clean linen candles because it just smells like you always did laundry.
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I like
I like sage. I like the smell of sage.
I like the musical candle. I ordered.
You know, you're supposed to sage your home, Tom.
Oh, I know. I've
Evil
done
spirits
that.
and things.
You've done that, right, Tom?
Yeah, you've saged your home. That only makes good sense.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No
wonder you got all those troubles.
I ordered a couple candles. I ordered the George Jones candle and the Sly and the Family Stone candle 4 years ago. They haven't come in yet.
No, you're still waiting on it.
the old no-show Jones candle.
I know George Jones is late. Was Sly and the Family Stone also late?
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Famous for not showing
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But recently, they've had to take Sylvester out. They'll go to the jail, get him out for a gig. Man. Still a genius, but he's got some got some issues. When we come back, we have the famous Christmas poem from comedian Paul Gilmartin by request.
And pizza in the news.
And big pizza news.
Yeah.
Double-decker pizza. And did you see the giraffe story? Have you seen the picture of this? Hilarious.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
There's a really fun giraffe story in the news.
Look at how big the next time.
With an accompanying photograph that we'll have to describe, this being radio and all.
Okay.
When we return, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great Tuesday morning. I'm Mark Allison. Tuesday, December 8th, 2020, and Kostaki Economopoulos with his all-pro lines where pro football and pro comedians collide. Don't forget, you can also catch up with Kostaki tonight on his Facebook Live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time with 50 toasts at Kostaki.com, or just search Patreon.com to join the community with Kostaki. Kostaki, Kostaki Economopoulos on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. World War II flying ace Chuck Yeager, the first pilot to break the sound barrier, has died at the age of 97. Yeager died Monday. NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine called the death a tremendous loss to our nation. The retired Air Force Brigadier General became the fastest human in 1947 when he piloted the experimental X-1 rocket plane past 660 miles per hour. It was the first time anyone had flown faster than the speed of sound. British health authorities have rolled out the first doses of a widely tested and independently reviewed COVID-19 vaccine, starting a global immunization program that is expected to gain momentum as more serums win approval. The first shot was given Tuesday to Margaret Keenan, who turns 91 next week, at one of several hospitals around the country that are handling the initial phase of the program on what has been dubbed V-Day. And a northern Indiana man whose cash-filled wallet was accidentally thrown away got it back last week after a crew waded through tons of trash and found it near the bottom. Logansport resident Robert Nolte's wallet ended up in the trash after he asked a friend to throw out a pair of pants that were covered in paint. Nolte later discovered his wallet was missing, realized it was in the garbage. City code enforcement officers worked with a crew from Trash Hauler Republic Services to find the pants and the wallet after digging through 9 tons of garbage. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
These aren't really jokes. These are, I call this the op-ed page of contemporary street culture with Ace Cosby.
A lot of people don't know this. I used to be a taxidermist.
Is that right?
Yeah. People ask me what I did for a living. I said, stuff.
Stop laughing.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie Muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good.
I bet.
This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bert and Ellie's Muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
9 o'clock, Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Coming up, we're going to talk with Gabriel Iglesias, the great comedian.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to talking to Gabriel in about 20 minutes or so. Certainly looking forward to that. Right now, Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. We'll see cloudy skies today. Look for a high of 40. Cloudy tonight, down to 30. And then some sunshine and 50 tomorrow. It's 34.
Thank you very much. Once again, a little bit of Mr. Iglesias. Welcome back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Did I mention we're going to talk with Gabriel Iglesias?
You did.
Okay.
Exciting. All right.
Okay, very good. We also have a poem coming up from Mr. Paul Gilmartin, comedian, in a matter of moments. But first, there's Chick, I'm Tom, there's Willie, Ace is over there. Josh is once again at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk and chair. Miss Christy Lee is through the glass in her own little room.
Yeah, my fringe is way too long. It needs cut.
Let's see.
Those bangs?
Look.
Oh, yeah, they're over your glasses.
Can't even see.
Okay.
Let me cut them.
No. I'm having a professional do it on Wednesday. Thank you, though.
Well,
wow. Having a professional do it, you know what she's talking about, George.
Yeah, I'm going to go see our friend Christine. What do you mean?
Like a whore? Like a lady pro?
Before we get back to
Lady
the news, we do have a task at hand in this little plastic ramekin, if you will.
Oh, boy.
Jelly bean time again?
Jelly beans.
Here we go.
Explain to me how this works, Chick.
Evidently, it's called what is it? Bean Boozle?
Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozle. And Willie is going to spin. He has a spinner.
And that'll decide which kind we eat.
And which kind we eat.
All right.
So we are eating.
So you're spinning it.
I spun it. We are going for the brown one.
Oh, this can't be good.
Brown
It is
one.
very, very brown.
Okay.
Can I say what the potential flavors are?
Is it almost purple?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think we should eat them before we hear the potential.
Okay,
right,
ready?
all right.
One.
So, wait a minute.
Are you ready, Tom?
So how this game works, half of these are...
Half are
taste
yummy,
terrible.
half are yummy, and half are not yummy.
Right.
Some look really pretty.
They look pretty. They all look pretty. Are you ready?
Here we go.
One,
This
two.
is awful.
Oh, I got. That's good. I got chocolate pudding. That tastes
my God.
delicious.
I got gasoline.
I got giraffe turd.
I don't know what I got.
Do you know what it is? The chocolate pudding is
People are
delicious.
spitting them out.
If you guys didn't like it, you might have gotten canned dog food.
Okay. That's
I think I
exactly...
got dog food.
You got dog food?
I got dog food.
Mine was delightful. I really enjoyed that.
What is it? Is that's the only one? Canned dog food or chocolate pudding?
Chocolate pudding, yeah. I mean, here's some of the other options. Dead fish, toothpaste, dirty dishwater. They're really painting with words here.
Why would anyone want to play this game?
Why wouldn't you want to eat a Stinky Socks Jelly Belly, Christy? It could be
Because
kind
Wait a
of
minute. I
First
might have
of
gotten
all-
the stinky sock.
No, that would have been a different color.
That would have been a different color.
Oh, okay. Definitely.
All right, so I must have gotten
This,
dog.
and it will not leave my mouth.
Me neither. We're going to have to do something here.
Yikes.
Okay,
Mine is great.
You want a kiss?
Before we get this,
You want to go brush your
there's
teeth?
such a great giraffe story out there in the news. I'm gonna go back on the internet and find the picture. So
I have them. I just posted them.
You hear about the
Twitter.
giraffe that walked into a bar?
No.
Ordered a long neck? Thank you very much. You see how easily that
Yeah.
It's really a simple game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get to the giraffe story then. This is
2 giraffes have been rescued from a flooded island in Kenya. 6, though, still stranded. The giraffes had been sent to the remote Longachero Island in 2011 in an effort to protect them from poachers, but it recently became flooded following recent rainfall. Footage shared by the organization Save Giraffes Now shows one of the 8 giraffes being loaded onto a custom-built steel barge to be transported to Ruko Community Wildlife Sanctuary, which is 4 miles down the river. The organization said 2 animals have certainly been rescued. The rest will be moved in the next few months.
And it makes you realize, first of all, let me describe this picture, Josh. It shows a barge, a very sort of flat vessel.
I know what a barge is.
And
No, wait a minute. What's a barge now? Walk me through that.
Oh, there are different types of.
So is it like a dinghy or?
But they've as it's going by, you just see the giraffe's head.
Yes.
Sticking way up over the sides.
Oh, that poor
they've
guy.
set up, I guess they've set up canvas so the giraffe won't freak out
Yeah, they put canvas over his eyes. Yeah.
and jump off the boat.
Right. They have to, kind of like they do with those big birds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Very good. But this reminds me.
Ostriches.
This reminds me of how difficult it must have been for Noah.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you see this, you realize, wow, you got to get a giraffe on the boat.
2 of them.
2 of them.
Oh, I know how it. I know Noah did that.
How?
It didn't happen. I think that's what you need to get a hold of there.
Well, Chick, there's a great flood in every religion, I think.
I think there's my controversial nature of all religions.
Okay. Yeah.
How about that?
So, by the way, just out here,
Wait, those people,
America,
wouldn't you think?
people with the ark down in Kentucky are
Wouldn't you
unhappy
think
right
the
now.
last people really affected, or excuse me, the last animals affected by a flood would be the giraffe?
Yeah, he has his, he's like a telescope.
I mean,
And what do you think?
A periscope.
That's what I
They're way
meant,
up high.
periscope,
Their
sorry.
food is way up high.
And the lobsters and the
Right.
catfish would go, finally, here we go. Yeah, rotten food in our water.
I know how you get the giraffes in there. You got to use the lions to corral the rest of the animals. Oh. You got to train the lions
All right.
first.
Anyway, it's pretty funny. If you see the picture of this giraffe going down the river, just sticking his head up. Oh, hi, everybody.
So did the unicorns just miss the launch? Did they
Yeah.
were they
They
just
must
late?
have.
They had their suitcases. Oh, come back!
But don't they fly?
Isn't that
unicorns?
Those are Pegasus.
Isn't that a Larson where the unicorns have their bags watching the Noah's Ark go, son,
Oh, if it is, I didn't. It sounds.
we missed it or something like that.
Yeah.
In any event, they saved the dress, but they've got to go back for what, 6 more of them later on this year?
Yes, in the next few months they have to go back and get them.
What are they saving them from?
The floods.
Drowning.
Yeah.
Oh, the floods. Yeah.
The islands.
It's all the short animals. DOA.
All right. Walk around in your
It's just
full
like
paradise.
try to do a
Christy,
good
this is
thing.
one of your talents that you probably haven't shared recently. What is the sound that giraffe is making as it's being toted down the river?
I'm having a swim.
Oh, so cute.
I'm on vacation.
Just such a sweet looking
Cruising
giraffe.
down the river.
Okay, now, by request, some more Christmassy stuff. This is from a good friend of the show.
Yeah.
He is a great comedian, has a very nice podcast. His name is Paul Gilmartin.
Eggnog, tinsel, falling snow, buttered rum and mistletoe, trimming trees and hanging lights, the sound of carolers fill the night. Shopping hours long and hard, Visa phones and canceled card, unpaid bills and mounting debts, family gathers, depression sets. Drinking starts, harsh words are said, dysfunction rears its Yuletide head. Argument turns to shoving. Drunken brother punches cousin. Tree tips over, popping lights. Curtains catch, house ignites. No one hears the reindeer cries. Wedged in chimney, Santa dies. Though he kicked and did perspire, his chestnuts roasted on an open fire.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Economy of words.
The T.S. Eliot of Christmas,
Yes.
Paul Gilmartin.
Wonderful.
Now, let's see, where was I? Oh, Christy, what else have you got over there? Oh, the pizza
A Pizza Hut is now selling a triple-decker pizza box. The chain's new triple treat box costs $21 and includes 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas, 5 breadsticks, 10 mini cinnamon rolls from Cinnabon. A promotional photo appears to show 3 separate trays for each item, breadsticks and rolls on one tray, all contained within a box sporting a so-called ugly sweater holiday pattern. Pizza Hut also has recently introduced Beyond Meat sausage to its menu, making it the first national pizza chain to offer plant-based meat toppings across the United States.
Okay.
Have you seen this, Christy? It looks like a set of drawers.
It's cute.
Yeah, I saw the commercial yesterday. It's pretty cool.
I wonder if you can use it as a little jewelry case when you're done.
Boy.
I guess you could.
And be the talk of the trailer, probably?
Yeah.
Get that for Finley. Get that for Finley.
Wait a minute. Is that a Pizza Hut bar? Wow, that's
she'd
nice.
love this.
Repurposing it.
She'd love this.
I'll keep my cubic zirconia in.
It'd be nice.
Oh, your CZ, huh?
What's in it again, Christy? You got
2 medium, 1 topping pizzas,
right.
5 breadsticks, and 10 mini cinnamon rolls from Cinnabon.
It sounds delicious.
Oh, sure.
And looks very, very cool. I'll have to get one. So 1 topping pizzas. What are you going to get, Josh?
Yeah, man. See, that's the problem. I'm no longer a 1 topping pizza guy.
I hear you.
It's got no
You
many
go,
toppings.
You got to go
please.
pepperoni or you got to go sausage if you've only got 1 topping.
I think Chick might be right on this.
Yeah.
No, do you do
That's
pepperoni
easy.
and sausage?
I love that combo. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you said 1 topping. You
Those are the rules.
insane man.
Now, Josh, give me the ultimate Josh pizza when you order.
I like many meats.
Many?
Pepperoni, sausage, beef, and then I always have to have mushroom and green pepper, and sometimes I'll throw on onion.
Meatloaf?
Yes, that's right. I'll put a entire slice of meatloaf between 2 pieces of pizza, sort of a sandwich, and then I dunk that in brown gravy, and I deep fry it, and I pour Hershey syrup over it. I'm very fat.
Are you? Wow, yeah.
You can
That
imagine.
seems like the thing that a fat guy would do. Jeez.
I have found the best pizza, but I don't. Oh, so good.
No, this is going to be.
don't tell us what it is. My God.
You say if the word cauliflower comes out of your mouth.
Cauliflower,
sauce, no
spinach,
cheese.
mozzarella pizza from Donato's, and it has plant-based sausage on it that tastes amazing. It's amazing.
Come a long way, those plant-based meats,
Yeah,
haven't
I
they?
think I'm going to have that for lunch today, actually. I'll order it right now.
Well, coming up,
You
we're going
couldn't have stayed in place, Josh.
Coming up, we're going to talk with the comedian, an actor. He is Mr. Iglesias on Netflix, and they're releasing. This is where this gets complicated. It's part 2 of season 2 on Netflix coming up with Gabriel Iglesias. We'll look forward to talking to Gabriel in a matter of moments. But first, I'm going to remind you new research out there about intelligence firms that are finding out that cyber criminals having a heyday. They're very busy. This is where LifeLock comes in, the leader in identity theft protection. This holiday season, you could miss a lot of identity threats because there's so much stuff floating around the ether. Think of all the times you've pumped those numbers into your phone, et cetera, et cetera. LifeLock is designed to help detect a wide range of identity threats, like, for example, your social security number being for sale on the dark web. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock can help you feel warm and protected this holiday season. And right now with LifeLock, you'll save 25% off your first year if you go to LifeLock.com. Or you can just call 1-800-LifeLock. Just take you a few minutes. Use the promo code TOM25, my name plus 25, and get 25% off. That's LifeLock.com. The promo code is TOM25. Don't be a victim because this is a big thing right now. The FBI is talking about how much identity theft is happening. Be careful with your passwords and get LifeLock. It's very inexpensive and you'll feel a lot better and sleep a lot better. LifeLock.com, promo code TOM25. Coming up, Gabriel Iglesias. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Tuesday morning with Kostaki and Gabriel Iglesias. I'm Mark Allison. The laughter after the Bob and Tom Show, hosted by Ace Cosby. It's Bob and Tom's Work Farce coming up right after the Bob and Tom Show. Keep that smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Bob Dylan's deal with Universal Music worth a hefty $300 million. Universal Music has acquired all the songs Dylan has written over the past 60 years. However, the sale does not include the rights to Dylan's recordings. Selling song catalogs is quite the thing these days. Stevie Nicks recently sold 80% of her music for a reported $100 million. David Crosby tweets he's trying to sell his music because he can't work and streaming is stealing his income. Yoko Ono remembers the release of the song Happy Christmas, War is Over because the single bombed. According to John Lennon's website, Ono said the song came out too late to promote it for the holidays in 1971. She said it only took off after Lennon died. Today marks the 40th anniversary of John Lennon's death, and Ono is urging fans to go to the website, warisover.com, and print a copy of War is Over, if you want it, poster in any of nearly 100 languages. And the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom blasted a David Bowie coin into space this week. It launched a new Bowie commemorative coin 22 miles up and had it orbit the Earth for 45 minutes before returning. The coin shows Bowie in profile with a lightning bolt behind him. The Mint is selling copies of the coin now. It'll be the third in its music series after Queen and Elton John. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, hello, part-time.
Hi.
Hey, Will. Now, let me ask you something. Being the son of Tom, and you're late like this, 45 minutes late.
Sure.
What sort of penalty do you incur?
Well, actually, this is my new thing. It's called Late Mondays. And
Okay, all
I just
right.
figure on Mondays, I just come in whenever I want.
Okay.
And that can be sort of like a fun little segment.
Win Willie Show.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And now an important message from your friends at Frigamall Orthopedic Laboratories.
Hi, Brenda. Ready to go jogging?
Sorry, Christy. I can't. Didn't you notice I'm limping?
What happened? Did you blow a knee out?
Well, my knees do hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, we were on our way home last night, and Bob started feeling romantic, so we pulled down a gravel road. And today, my knees are really killing me.
Girlfriend, I've got just the thing for you. They're called Attagirl knee pads.
With their soft, cushiony padding, you can say goodbye to sore and scraped knees. Attagirl knee pads fit right in your purse, so you can take them anywhere. Perfect for a Friday night date or that important job interview.
Hey, Brenda, how'd it go last night?
Well, my knees feel great. But, do the Attagirl people make lozenges?
You whore.
Attagirl knee pads. Order today, and you'll receive a free head helmet. You'll love wearing this stylish tabletop helmet with its flat, level surface, big enough to hold his beer, remote control, and a magazine.
Attagirl knee pads.
Protective goggles sold separately.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Like every time you get on a plane, they talk about the flotation seat. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy
and fun. Oh, 9:19 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
We got letters coming up. I think we're going to talk with Gabriel Iglesias, the great comedian, coming up. And his Netflix show, Season 2, Part 2, is about to hit the airwaves, or the ether, or whatever we call it these days. Christy Lee is right there freezing, and she has a weather forecast for us.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the Car X-Man. We'll have cloudy skies today and a high of 40. Cloudy tonight down to 30. Partly cloudy 50 tomorrow and 34 degreers currently.
Sorry, I just...
What?
Well, I just burned the Jesus out of myself.
Sorry.
It's Archie Bell and the Drills.
Oh, you tighten up?
And we were playing this game with those jelly beans.
Yeah. Yes.
And I got one of the bad ones.
Yep.
And I couldn't get the taste out of my mouth.
Yep.
So
You know what I did?
Coffee that's apparently 400 degrees.
Well, that should help.
You know what I did? I thought I had a fun time, and I went and had a piece of Godiva chocolate, and that put that fire right out from the jelly beans.
Oh, what's the name of this game with the jelly beans?
Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled.
Okay. Yeah, I got the dog food one. But
Same here.
Okay, now a couple quick things. I think we're going to get set up
Anyway,
with Gabriel Iglesias coming up here in a couple of minutes. I wanted to mention to you that we didn't really read the story, but Christy had a story that we both read the article last week about this theory that people were complaining that their Yankee candles didn't smell anymore.
Right.
That they weren't manufacturing them correctly, but then there's a theory that it's because so many people had COVID.
My candles don't smell anymore.
Yeah, in some cases that's one of the symptoms, not always.
Right.
Well, here we go. Shelby writes, you mentioned the article about the Yankee candle and all the reviews of people saying there was no smell and it's linked to COVID. This is how I realized I had COVID. I lit a brand new candle, couldn't smell it. I knew I could smell it when I bought it. I got tested, and guess what? Positive.
Huh.
Wow.
See?
Also, you mentioned celebrity candles. Willie mentioned he would like a candle that smells like Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Dolly candles exist.
Holy cow.
Merry Christmas.
From a company called Bijou. I assume Bijou. Is that Bijou?
Yeah.
You have to buy him a pack of two, sort of dome shape.
They do a nice.
I'm surprised you'd go for the joke that cheap.
For big boobs?
No.
They do a nice job over there at Bijou.
Wow. Okay, never mind.
Bijou job?
Now I'm really sorry I read this. They do have candles honoring Dolly, Cher, Stevie Nicks, Whitney Houston, and Madonna.
Ooh.
It's always weird when you have your Whitney Houston candles in the bathtub.
Ooh.
Oh man, I you know what I I knew
really not a joke. It's more of an association of a horrific event.
No, many people light candles around their bathtub.
Didn't you say yesterday that was one of your fantasies to have a bathtub?
You know, I have a tub you could do that in.
Will you draw me the bath? And I can just come in with my robe and get in?
And then I'll leave the house.
You mean
what?
When he says draw him the bath, he means placing the candles around the
I
bathtub.
could do all of that. I have ample room for candles and plants.
How much money for you to bathe me? Not in a sexual way, but just to get me clean. But you do have to scrub everything.
Name a number, Christy.
No,
I mean, what would the cost
I'm not going to
be?
do that.
Go low, because I'm paying.
No, Tom's going to pay.
Tom, would you take
something under 340?
Would you accept?
That's a very weird number.
Would you accept 339?
339. You can wear a mask.
Right.
Gloves.
Oh my God.
But you have to wash my whole body. But again, nothing sexual.
Nothing sexual.
It's very nurse-like. But I am in a tub.
Do I have to wear a nurse suit?
Oh no! Now we're up to 500.
You know, the thing is, though, he specifically says nothing sexual.
Okay, now we have just been linked up to Gabriel Iglesias,
Thank
the great
goodness.
comedian and actor.
Oh, I'm glad this conversation's over.
And Gabriel, my first question for you, I don't know if you heard about this, but Drake has his own celebrity candle that smells like Drake himself. Is there a Gabriel Iglesias candle, and if so, what would it smell like?
Oh man, I'd probably smell like cinnamon. Cinnamon or vanilla. I'm pretty basic.
I like
Very
that.
nice.
Very nice.
See, that's actually a pleasant smell.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. It doesn't smell like a body wash or anything. I walked into the end of that conversation, you guys.
Sorry, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
Fluffy.
wasn't sure what was going on right there, but I'm like, wow, all right, hey, let's do this.
Yeah, well, no, it is true. It is true that Drake has just released a camera that smells like
Candle.
That smells like Drake himself, and it's already sold out. So I know that you have a lot of merch. When you hit the road, you've got T-shirts and everything. Your fans love you. I've seen we have the doll. I was just going to say.
Oh, there
Look at that. You got a Funko, a pop vinyl. Wow.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
That's when you know you made it.
I remember last time I was there with you guys still have my original bobblehead.
Yes, we do.
Yep,
Absolutely.
we do.
It's right by the microwave.
That was the birth. Nice.
I'm not joking. If these cameras moved, I'd show you. I would show you. Now, Gabriel, I don't want to confuse everybody, because if I'm getting this right, it's season 2, part 2. Is this correct? That has just been released on Netflix?
It is the most confusing thing. So traditional television, it's, season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. This is so weird because season 1 was 10 episodes, and now we're in season 2, part 3. It's the weirdest thing. So they take the second season and they cut it in half, and they give the public 6 episodes And then a few months later, they give them the next 6 episodes. And in between that, they did a special one-off where it's just 1 episode. So I'm confused because people are saying, congratulations on season 3. I'm like, it's part 3. And they're like, well, what does that mean? And I'm like, I don't know anymore.
I think this probably means you're somehow getting paid less.
Oh, that's a loophole. It's totally a loophole. Not pay for
Mr. Iglesias, this is clearly season 2 still.
Well, let's look at the bright side. This means new episodes. That's all it means. More you.
It's like saying, okay, we're going to give you 10 T-shirts, but we're going to give you 5 now and then 5 later. So did you really get more? Or did they...
Well, I'm choosing to look at it as new episodes.
That's a psychological play like your parents would do. Like, we're going to get some now, $5 now, and I'll give you the $5 later. So, you know.
And the place is Netflix, and the man is Mr. Iglesias. And now, were these filmed prior to the COVID situation, or what's the latest with that?
When we wrapped, when we finished production, a week later we had a wrap party, and a couple days later, that's when everything just, we finished right before everything really went. I mean, we already heard they were talking about stuff that was happening in China, but it hadn't hit the way that it hit. So we were not able to make any references to the pandemic.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I just curious that, or concerned that perhaps the cast would have been, and it's obviously very difficult to do anything right now, especially, I imagine, filming a television show. Now, so you obviously haven't been able to do any stand-up, I'm assuming, between the TV show.
Stand-up, the only thing, stand-up and just being social are 2 things I haven't been able to do in a long time. But television, I believe it or not, I've been able to work on television shows. They have a lot of... restrictions clearly, and every production has a COVID officer who's there to make sure that everyone's maintaining social distancing, wearing their mask. If you're a lead in a series, they make you double up, so you got the mask and a shield. So they're very, they're very, very cautious. But we're still able to do TV. I was able to work on a Nickelodeon series that's out now, and I just did an episode of To Tell the Truth with Anthony Anderson.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
They've brought To Tell the Truth, God, some of the classics.
That's an old school show, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about how we would be on Family Feud together.
Yeah.
A morning radio show team, and we'd probably get into a giant
fist fight. Yeah, right there.
What was your we're talking with Gabriel Iglesias. The show, by the way, is Mr. Iglesias on Netflix, and it's I forget what it was. It's on TV now. I forget the numbers. Season 2 part 3.
It's not even important.
What was your first national late night TV appearance? Which one of the shows did you get on first?
Leno back in the day. Well, that's the Tonight Show for those of you that don't remember the Jay Leno. Yeah, he was the first one to give me a crack at the stage. I mean, it was one of those. I had attempted to, and this is back in the day when you had to submit a tape. This was pre-internet. This was no YouTube, no streaming, no nothing. You had to know someone who could deliver a VHS tape to an office, and calls were made, and I got my first 4-minute set on the Tonight Show.
Do you remember any of it?
I don't remember any. All I remember is the nerves, and just at the end when it was over, I was so happy and relieved, and it was just like, yay! I had no idea I had no idea, man. It's like somebody finding toilet paper right now. You just can't believe you got a hold of it.
Well, Gabriel, you're the best. The show is hilarious. It is Mr. Iglesias, season 2, part 3. We're not sure. Just watch it. It's really fun. You can catch up on it if you haven't seen it yet. And we wish that you were our teacher.
Yes.
The always funny Gabriel Iglesias. I like the beard, by the way. Looking good.
Yeah, well, remember, I've been coming to you guys so long. I used to have hair and hope, and now it's all fell, and I had to keep hair somewhere. So
Can you see your original bobblehead? There it is. You with hair. Yeah.
Oh my God. You look like Mike Ditka with all that hair. That is some hair.
There he is.
Well, I'm getting the signal that you're being told you have to do something else. Gabriel Iglesias, thank you, sir. It's always a great pleasure.
Chick McGee, congrats on that win yesterday, man.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you very much, man. We did it.
That's right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. God, he's funny. The show's terrific. Give it a look-see.
Good man.
Yes, very good man.
I just love a great sitcom. You know what? I stumbled on over the weekend, The New Adventures of Old Christine.
Yeah, I never watched that. How is it?
God,
Well, at least I thought you were going to go, I stumbled on Barney Miller.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say something
I've
like
seen
that,
this.
too.
I love that show.
Have you guys ever heard of the show Friends? I've never seen it. Wow.
Oh, no. The New Adventures of Old Christine.
No, yeah.
Much funnier.
It's got JLD, and she is on my Mount Rushmore of comedy. She's incredible.
Is she? Yeah.
Everyone, it's one of those shows you watch it for a couple of days. They've got the perfect cast.
Cool.
And her
I should have given
ex-husband. I had forgotten about it. It was great.
I'll keep
I
an eye
watched
out
3
for reruns.
episodes in a row because I couldn't stand watching the news on a Sunday morning anymore.
I'm happy you sat still that long.
I'm happy you-
Congratulations.
I wasn't sitting still. I was in the kitchen.
I'm happy
Oh,
you went past the
of course.
news.
No, I just
got your
can't.
mind-
I just can't take it anymore.
Stop
I
from
cannot
worrying.
stand it anymore.
Then quit watching.
Yeah, well,
It's going to go on without you, you know.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, now, Christy Lee, we've missed a couple things in the news today, but
I have some space news that we haven't gotten to this week. 2 or 3 stories here. NASA said that a mystery object floating in Earth's orbit is not an asteroid. It was reported earlier, but actually a 54-year-old rocket. The object was first discovered in September, initially classified as an asteroid. NASA's top asteroid expert, Paul Chodas, suspected it was the Centaur upper rocket stage from Surveyor 2, a failed 1966 moon landing mission. And
okay, first of all, how incredibly smart does this guy have to be to figure that out?
Yeah. And he was proven correct even after a team used an infrared telescope in Hawaii to observe the object still orbiting our Earth.
And apparently it's going to come back, I don't know, in like 40 years. Or they can actually figure this out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This thing. But,
Well,
yeah, they, at first they thought it was whatever.
an asteroid.
An asteroid. So
You think they call him Hey Hemorrhoid? Hey.
he's the expert. I mean, there is a lot of space garbage up there.
Tons, apparently.
And I guess some of it they're concerned could go flying through the International Space Station. But
You guys aren't old enough. I don't think Josh is old enough to remember this. Remember Skylab when it fell?
Oh, yeah.
I do remember.
The big jokes. Do you really?
Hearing about it.
Oh, my God.
and it was one of those late night comedy show constants. there
Everybody
for a while.
wore helmets.
But I
Where's
guess
it going to land? Where's it going to land?
But I guess were they able to see this thing with this infrared telescope?
Yes.
Look up in the sky, Billy. There's your Uncle Jack's old Curtis Mathis color TV from 1977. Curtis Mathis. Remember those commercials?
Curtis Mathis.
No.
Yeah, I remember Curtis
It was.
Mathis
It was.
TV.
I guess the Rolls Royce of old-fashioned televisions.
Oh, the big tube TVs?
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, speaking of, I'm sorry to bring everybody down. Speaking of NASA, the great Chuck Yeager has died.
At the age of 97, his wife reported this morning.
And Chuck Yeager was he's the man that broke the sound barrier. And this,
He taught NASA astronauts. He never actually went into space, but
yeah, he's was portrayed in The Right Stuff.
correct.
Of course, and it's which is a very good movie.
The Jägermeister, they called him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Not to his face, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But I mentioned this earlier, he was on the show with us a couple times, and he had happened to be at the one time I guess he'd driven the pace car for the Indianapolis 500, and they had honored him by giving him a Corvette, and he is a very humble guy. He's and I can't do his voice, but he said something to the effect of, "Well, the folks at Chevrolet probably aren't real pleased. I took that Corvette, sold and bought myself 2 really nice pickup trucks. I need them on the farm."
All right.
That's great American, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a true American hero.
I need a Corvette like a hog needs a vagina. Now wait.
First of all,
wait a minute, there are
he
hogs
didn't say
that do
that. And I think,
Now, that's folksy, Chuck.
That's folksy right there.
yet not very accurate.
Yeah.
Speaking of hogs' vaginas,
Wouldn't have any baby hogs. But,
take that one.
Like a sword needs a bullet.
No.
You know, this show can really be funny.
This is kind of cool. Did you see the one? And the Japanese officials are very excited because a capsule safely landed in the Australian outback Sunday, carrying soil samples from a distant asteroid, so they can start analyzing it.
Oh, they couldn't find it. I heard this story.
It took 6 years for the sample to get back, but they finally found it. But
they couldn't find the capsule, and it was they finally saw the parachute on a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very cool.
It's very cool. So they're hoping to find some clues to the origin of our solar system by analyzing that sample. And then China has those moon rocks floating around. What?
Apparently, they were searching.
Here it comes. This is a joke, fellas. Get ready. Brace yourself. Ace, get ready.
A piece of space rock, it came down or whatever, and they were looking for it at night, but they couldn't find their asteroid with a flashlight.
No, that was good. Don't get me
that was
Cricket.
good.
That was delightful.
Come on.
Everybody's better for hearing that.
D. A D from Ace Cosby.
Hey.
And booze from the Peanut Gallery.
Wow.
And the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom blasted a David Bowie coin into space this week.
Oh, that's cool.
It launched a new Bowie commemorative coin 22 miles up, had it orbit the Earth for 45 minutes before returning.
That was funny.
The coin.
I call heads.
Josh, excellent. I think if you just paused, we waited a little bit longer for the thing to be coming
really
back.
honest. I mean, I don't know how
very
fast
good.
we're supposed
Very
to
good.
react.
The Mint is selling copies of the coin now, if you're interested. It's the third in their music series after Queen and Elton John. It portrays Bowie in profile with a lightning bolt behind
You
him.
mean Queen and Queen 1, Queen 2?
Yeah, well, however you
Wait a
want to look
second.
at it.
There's something there.
So I'm confused. So does the actual coin return to Earth?
Yes.
But they're not selling that one.
No. But the
Well, how did they find it? Did they find it?
they didn't just shoot it up.
Josh just told you they took their ass and they found a hole in the ground and a flashlight.
Couldn't find their
Wait a minute. I thought that was an asteroid. I thought this is
Couldn't
two
find their
different
asteroid with a
Two different
flashlight. Yeah, that's.
So did the coin come back down to Earth?
That's what I
It
just
did,
asked.
yes.
It did. Well, where is it?
They have it in Britain.
With Britain.
Oh, they have it in Britain. Okay, I am sorry.
Speaking of Mr. David Bowie,
Yes, sir.
we are going to be talking to one of his, the late David Bowie's close friends, a guy that grew up calling him Dave because they went to the same school. Peter Frampton is going to be our guest. Peter has a great new book out there.
still.
And we're going to be doing some fun stuff with Mr. Frampton, talking about his new book.
Hit it.
It's terrific if you're looking for a great gift. And what do you say, Christy?
Nothing.
He's got a girlfriend, doesn't
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Doesn't mean he doesn't need another.
Or crash and burn that other relationship.
No.
So back to the story. Was it heads or tails, does it say?
It doesn't say.
Okay. And you called heads?
Yes. I did.
Okay, very good.
And what was maybe the finest joke of the month.
Everywhere.
No. The finest joke of the month was when I asked you if you could have a recording artist candle, which one would you take? And you just coughed up the word
meatloaf.
Excellent joke.
Excellent
joke. Although in retrospect, doesn't seem to be getting the chuckles it deserves. That's
well,
fine.
they had already heard it.
I think
these people.
I think Josh learned Summer calling it from Ace Cosby. Yeah.
Summer calling it?
That's well done. Yeah.
I'm rubbing
calling
up on
it Joke of the day.
Very good. Right now, I want everybody to listen up. Here's a great idea for a gift. Harry's Holiday Shave Sets.
Holy heck.
And they are so well packaged in that beautiful gift box. And it's a nice practical gift. And Bob and Tom Show listeners, you get to knock $5 off the special shave set. And, of course, free shipping. Just use the code Bob and Tom when you go to Harry's.com. I've been talking about how much I love Harry's razors. I had a great shave this morning with my Harry's razor. By the way, they are on top of contemporary metallurgy technology. What am I saying? Well, their blades are sharper than ever, but they didn't raise the price. Those refills are about $2 each. So every time you get some refills, you're going to save a ton of money. We figured it out once. You can save about $100 a year depending on how often you shave when you switch to Harry's razors. And this particular prepackaged box has a kind of a holiday theme. You can even make it personal by engraving the razor handle.
Oh, nice.
Get all the details by going to Harry's.com. And once again, this holiday season, new customers get $5 off, plus the shipping is how much, Josh?
It's free.
Free shipping. I would do this today. The shipping lanes are getting crowded, so act right now. The code is Bob and Tom at Harry's.com. You get the weighted handle, the 3 razor cartridges, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover, in a beautiful, handsome holiday gift box. I am a big fan of Harry's razors. I'm not just saying that. I really love my razor, and they have perfected the design of the handle so that it's balanced and it's ergonomically correct, if that's how you pronounce that word. Is that it, ergonomic or ergonomic? The point is, it's a great razor. I really recommend it. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you a checkout. Harrys.com coming up. Oh, we got a history lesson here. We forgot to do that.
Oh.
We'll become educated. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
Listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't.
The Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hope you're having a great Tuesday morning. December 8, 2020. I'm Mark Allison. For everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. Don't forget, you can always email us if there's a Christmas or holiday song or request you'd like to hear. Just email us, bobandtom at bobandtom.com. Put that in the subject line, request, and what it is. We'll see if we can't get it on for you later this week right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And we'll be right back with the things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today right after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The Pittsburgh Steelers bid for a perfect season over. They blow a 14-0 lead at home, a 23-17 loss to the Washington football team. Alex Smith threw a game-tying touchdown pass to Logan Thomas in the fourth quarter before Dustin Hopkins hit a pair of field goals in the final 2 minutes and 4 seconds. John Bostic intercepted Ben Roethlisberger's tipped pass from Montez Sweat moments after Hopkins drilled the tie-breaking 45-yard field goal. Josh Allen sharpened the Bills' 34-24 win over the 49ers, completing 32 of 40 passes for 375 yards and 4 touchdowns. Cole Beasley caught 9 passes for 130 yards and a touchdown to help the Bills at 9-3 stay a game ahead of Miami and 3 in front of the Patriots atop the AFC East. And outgoing President Donald Trump is scheduled to attend Saturday's Army-Navy game at West Point. That's according to Navy Athletic Director Chet Gladchuk. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
She danced over to me. Her butt started to twerk, which made her pasties fell off. So I went to work. I said, I'm Santa. Come sit here on my knee. I got presents for you. Have you something for me? She said, you're too skinny to be Santa Claus, honey, but I'll play along. You have any money? We were off to the back room in a flash. I whipped out my wallet and showered her with cash. Take my 10s, my 20s, whatever the price. And last Christmas Eve, well, Santa came twice.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We had a guy die there. Oh,
that's right. I know the story.
I've seen some bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. A comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing, died?
He stopped breathing, died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead?
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there?
We left him.
So the second show, so you all went home?
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning?
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both staying in the same condo. Larry answered. He beat me to the phone. He got there. He says, "What? Who? Dead."
That's Larry Reed.
Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead.
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who?
Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, "Frickin' Ron's dead."
That's it.
945 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
We should do that a lot more. Listen, we come out of the break and you get the mellifluous voice of Ace Cosby. He's paying attention. He's not snacking on something.
Oh, shove it right in your pile.
He doesn't have that
attitude,
that hostility.
Chick's in a good mood. Remember, this was his second day in a row.
Doesn't cough all over the room. Could you possibly cover it up?
He didn't cover it at all.
COVID McGee.
It's totally my fault.
Where was I?
Hey, Christy, with the weather.
No. I'm not going to let you do that. I want to remind you that tonight on MyNDTV 23, you can see Chick's Washington Football Club or Washington Football Team.
You can hear about the win.
Yeah.
You see your sweatshirt, though.
Yeah, you can see
the sweatshirt. There you go. That's MyNDTV 23 tonight at 11:30. It's shown everywhere except for at Ace's house. Funny enough. It's,
or mine, yeah.
And Josh. Some kind of
weird strike or something.
I'm sure things will pick up for you guys.
Thanks very much. There we go. Now, where were we? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I kind of want to skip this one today.
Oh. I know which one you're talking about.
Maybe we should skip today in history today.
Why?
It's a tough day in history.
It's just nothing but bad news.
What are you talking about?
John Lennon got shot?
Yes.
That's part of the bad
That was
news.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Mary, Queen of Scots. I've been waiting for that all year.
Actually, I celebrate that privately, so I'd rather we move on. It's a special day for me.
It's my Aunt Ginger's birthday today. We could say hi to her.
Happy birthday,
Hey,
Aunt
Gingy.
Yeah. We called her Gingy when we were kids. That's why we'd say that.
Who came up with that?
Don't you have an Aunt Mary that you called Mary, Queen of Scotch? Had a little bit of a little dipso.
No, my mother's name is Mary, if you want to go there. And it's Mary Scott.
Wow.
Scott Queen. Okay, very good.
Wow, that was psychic humor, Tom.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't humor. It might have been psychic, but okay. Today in history, I need the intro. I can't do it.
Oh, sorry. Time now for Today in History.
Wow.
Yeah, mailed it in. I sure did. No FedEx, no UP. Mailed that baby in.
Okay.
Hand delivered.
1941, today being December 8th.
Yeah.
1941.
A lot of cleanup.
Quick on the trigger.
Oh, my God.
U.S. declares war on Japan.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want, man?
Oh, today it would take 3 years and a GoFundMe to figure out what to do.
Mess with the bull, get the horns.
Very sad. God, 40 years ago, I was on the air that night.
I was running Monday Night Football.
So was
Master
I.
Control.
I was in
TV station working. I was an engineer.
I was running
then.
Monday Night Football. We were doing the radio broadcast. And they broke in. You remember this chick?
Howard Cosell.
I was watching Monday Night Football when it happened.
And John Lennon was shot. So very, very sad.
Yeah. Last words were, honey, you need something from the bodega down the street?
Why don't you go down and see?
Oh, boy.
You were having a pretty good morning, Josh.
No.
It's Yoko.
You had the meatloaf
That's
joke.
wrong with Yoko.
You had the meatloaf joke.
Right.
Chip, you were in a good, but no, you couldn't resist. Well, maybe here's something else you can.
Does anybody know the two teams who were playing Monday Night Football when the Howard Coast Sal announced it?
Honey, I'm going to grab a hot dog. You want one?
No, I don't.
It didn't. It's not going to work. It didn't work the first time. It was
The Jets
pathetic.
and the Panthers.
Okay, I'll get right to you as soon as this highlight goes farther. I know it's the Patriots.
Okay.
And I think at the time the Boston Patriots. Let's see. The Boston Patriots and the...
We're waiting.
It's the Boston Patriots and the...
They're getting ready for a kick or something.
They got those old helmets.
Getting ready for...
Haven't shown the other team yet.
Versus...
Any day now.
Remember that tasteless...
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
That tasteless Weird Al song that came out, Chapman Fever? That was rough.
You're not going to quit, are you?
My God.
No matter how tasteless and awful these are, no comedy whatsoever.
Well, John Lennon meant nothing to me, so I...
There's nothing funny down that road.
always found him to be a bit whiny.
Did you know?
Jeez.
Imagine there's no... Whatever. Aren't you rich?
Aren't you
He's rich, Dad. Come on.
I can't hear you, Josh. What'd you say?
Imagine that. Ooh, right
You didn't need that tooth anyway. Well, keeping with our pleasant theme, Josh, any wacky comedy about the movie Sophie's Choice, released in '82?
You picked the cuter one, right? Isn't that pretty easy?
I never saw the movie. Did she have to pick between her kids?
That was the choice, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you picked the cuter one.
And one of them doesn't just get a new pair of shoes.
Oh,
Very
man.
unpleasant. Okay, how about, let's see.
I think I'll skip that
Let's
movie.
do some birthdays.
Okay.
Once again, Mary, Queen of Scotch. They've got all these sort of pun-like booze names now.
Yeah.
Didn't we discover that what was the one? A Tequila Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Right. That was that was
a joke.
That was actually Ace's joke of the day.
I don't know if that's
and
real.
I'm just speculating. There has to be one out there. There has to be someone has to have done that. But I don't know if there's a Scotch called Mary, Queen of Scotch. 1765. Do you know why this guy's famous, Christy Lee? Eli Whitney.
Cotton gin.
And he invented the first gin made from cotton. That's right.
Gosh.
Yep.
And
gives you a really dry mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
More tonic.
Yes.
There you go.
The birthday of Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, the Candyman.
Talk about an entertainer.
I love the Candyman.
Yeah, a very talented man.
It's a
we got
great
it.
song.
I love
Man, unbelievable.
I did too.
He was a talented guy.
He's a very talented guy.
I look like he's always having fun.
Yes.
I looked like he was always looking to the side.
Weren't you just last night rewatching some Sammy Davis Jr. highlights and things?
Oh yeah, I've got a little Sammy for you here.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, performing a musical number written especially for this evening, the Disco Lifestyle Awards.
Yeah, that's right. The Disco Lifestyle Awards. Sammy won the only one time he won the Lifestyle Achievement Award. Those went off the air after 1 year.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Greg Allman and the Sam.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger. Products keep your facility running is what Grainger does best for 90 years. Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger for the ones who get it done.
My phone was blowing up. Joe Theismann would not leave me alone when his Washington football team beat the Steelers last night.
Oh, he texted me a lot.
Chick McGee called both games and double shocked one of them, so the shoe is looking great.
3-0 last night. Hope you had it.
Willie told the story of having to Heimlich himself because we all thought he was kidding. And when he finished Heimliching himself and saving his life, hey, is that a real bird's nest up there? Let's see. Christie's wants to see if she can get Aquifer to sponsor her lips.
Oh, love them.
And this is a sad state of affairs. The Olympics in Paris in 2024 are going to bring in break dancing just in time to bring back the mid-'80s.
Yes. And on this day, John Lennon went out for a smoke.
Really? You're not going to give up, are you?
Jeff's got to pick up Catcher in the Rye.
Everybody forgot about it. You had to bring it up. Donnie Baker makes eggnog with 5 liquors. Josh was late for work again today. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.